Welcome everybody to the Low Kick Online Times, or Cross, or whatever you have it, Combo Breaker Pop-Up Tournament. We are here for some Street Fighter 5. And listen, people, you better look alive because we got some new faces in this top 8. Some people that we've seen come through a bit, and some people not always with it. But I'm happy to see, people like Mr. Mustaflis and such in the cut. We'll get to the action real quick in a second. We got to run the introductions real quick first, though. My name is Senkola, and I am joined with
Scuff Seth.
Scuffed Seth. Ladies and gentlemen, if you hear my voice and you know that something seems off, know that I'm in Florida and the Wi-Fi here is trash. Everything here is trash. My mic is trash only in Florida. But you know what? I'm here with the busiest man on commentary. I'm here with the Low Kick boys. I'm here to present to you guys Low Kick Online Cross Look Alive, the collab event that you guys never saw coming. And I'm going to do the best of my ability and get carried most likely by your boy Sankola. And like you said, yes, it's really awesome to see a couple of new names, a couple of new faces roll through the Low Kick Online Street Fighter 5 scene. Obviously a lot of names that you guys are familiar with. You guys have seen Ramsey up on Twitter. You've seen Destructive run the money matches and take people's pockets. You've seen Lizard Man being a goon. But Brad Drake is actually one of the new names that we haven't seen roll through our Low Kick Online scene. So it's going to be nice and interesting to see how his matches roll out on the loser side of this top 8. Just also heads up to you guys, we are just running the Street Fighter 5 top 8. First match of the day is going to be Ramsey versus OG Yon, Mr. Laura Booty Sweat. And it's going to be exciting. I honestly really like seeing Ramsey come up on the sticks every single time that we have him. Super interesting and versatile player, has a really like a really wide cast of characters to play, can cover many different styles. And OG Yon has the Laura, and then can you remind me, Cola, of the second one? It's like on the tip of my tongue, and I can't quite etch it out.
Vega that he kind of dabbles in. He kind of dabbles
Yeah.
in Vega. I see from time to time he dabbles in the Vega. I believe he dabbled in Poison. I could be wrong. OG on, don't get at me for that. I know you a young player from the back in the day, so don't get at me. Don't get up. I know what you used to play. I know what character you do like. But you do play that Laura game. And Bradrick, as you had pointed out, I see you in the chat, homie. What's good? That's an end player. And that dude, he knows his stuff. Don't be deceived by what it says as a rank. It don't matter. I'm telling you, the people up here in this top 8, in this local scene, kind of give you a preview of that Midwest / East Coast coming through, not only the CPT, but what we have local. You know what I'm saying? And also, as a treat for Combo Breaker, because you know what's on the other screen. I hope you guys have 2 tabs open, one up here to listen to our beautiful voices and watch this great Street Fighter 5 action. But whatever else is going on in the Combo Breaker 2-day look alive, powered by Astro Gaming coming through. I want to say big ups to everybody who has put the stuff together for Combo Breaker. Rig, obviously, Callisto and crew, team, 10-0, and then Low Kick out here giving you guys some pop-up entertainment. If I go to the list of Street Fighter 5, there ain't many tournaments going on right now, and y'all get some good stuff.
Yeah, we're really happy to do it too. It was really a great opportunity for us to be collabing with Combo Breaker in this way. Obviously, everybody on production has been running around, not just on us, obviously, but like with Tenno, with Callisto, with Spooky, with all the names that you saw listed in the collaborators. Everybody's been grinding and putting that stuff out and trying to like scramble to get some last-minute content for you. And it was kind of like, it was really, the whole event felt like a pop-up, like Look Alive got announced, Thursday evening? I want to say Wednesday or Thursday evening. The store got launched shortly after. You guys already ambushed the store, ran its pockets and made it crash, crying for its mom. Like that was intense. It's been a very, very short notice events and series of events that have been going on, and we've been running really smoothly. I would want to say everything has been fantastic. Production has been nonstop. If you guys don't have that Team Spooky stream over on the second tab, you guys need to be doing that right now, because that is so fresh. They keep the shows running, they keep the different guests coming on, they keep the different games running on for you, and they're all exciting. Even if they're running games that you don't even play, it's just a really pleasant time, because it's Combo Breaker weekend, baby. Whether you're at the venue or not, we're sharing all of the memorabilia and all the fun memories over on Twitter, and all of the memories are being shared amongst each other. Everybody's talking in the chat, everybody's being together, and it's running like 24/7 essentially over the last couple of days. So we at Low Kick obviously are like super pleased to be a part of that. But man, it's just like as a member of the FGC, like it just warms my heart to know that we're keeping Combo Breaker alive in some way, shape, or form, online. I'm glad that we got this organized. I'm glad that we're still together. I'm glad I'm on the mic with Sankola however many ways I can. you know, and to have the combo breaker tag, look alive tagged with it, that just feels like it's a really, really proud moment for me. And it's a really happy moment that I get to share with all of you guys. So I know that there's all those memories going on. Like, what would you be doing right now? Like, oh, the venue just closed. What are you guys up to? And people are memeing, people like taking shots at Malore. Oh, I'm going to Portillo's. I'm going to Culver's. What would you be doing, Sankola? What would you be doing right now?
Bro,
If you were,
I would be probably, what is it, 7 o'clock? I'd probably be blackout drunk, to be honest.
Hell yeah,
Okay,
let's
like,
go!
I would be pretty messed up. I was last year. This kind of the time where maybe not blackout drunk, but I definitely got really messed up. But I'm not gonna mess up this top 8 action right here. Ramsey versus OG Yawn, aka Laura Booty Sweat. Let me get some love in the chat for what's going on for Look Alive / Low Kick, giving you this Street Fighter 5 action. And I'm gonna also need y'all to tweet this out, let the people know what's good, what's hot, and also what's not. Which means if you're not here, you're not hot.
Oh boy.
You feel me?
Yo, technical difficulty, stand fast. Street Fighter 5 being the legendary game that it is, not captured.
You're not hot. Oh yeah, that's a notable thing that happens right now.
Yeah, if you alt tab it gets a little.
It gets smoked. Yeah, for sure. But I mean, we got the match, we got the audio at the very least, so we can know, we can listen. They're a blind Street Fighter 5 players. I want to say it's a black screen right now. However,
well, no, it's fine now, isn't it? Oh, no. Because they don't see what's coming up on the screen. Well, I'll just tell you guys, it's going to be a treat when it comes back on. We do have mods on the deck. My man actually put on a mod, Haggard, replacing Geef out here. My man said, I don't want to see Zangief. I want to see the real, I want to see the pipe. I want to see the pipe. You get me? All right?
Yeah, Dom. Look at Cam Jams, our production man has left his Zangief mod on. Whenever we play, he likes to run the Zangief. He likes to actually just run the Hagar against me. It's an interesting mod, but we are seeing Hagar versus Laura up on screen, coming up from OG Yawn. Right now, Ramsey kind of sitting at like half-life, I would want to say. Kind of a slow gameplay now so far, back into the mid-screen.
Yeah.
Same V system held.
That had to have been an input. I like the button usage from Ramsey, just the medium punch buttons, the poke and stuff like that. We've seen already on the whining, crying on Twitter about how the character is nerfed. But if he gets going just like this with the Oki, it's gonna hurt no matter who you are. The chase down the B shift, but denying it with the neutral jump is OG on. Doubling down with the overhead EX. It goes with the command grab reset.
He's still alive.
That was a drop. But I'll tell you what, it works out in the clutch. They're both whipping, but the plus on whip lands in OG Yon's favor.
Yeah, OG Yawn taking that first round, whiffing the sunset wheel, and then Ramsey whiffing the SPD punish, but then just doing another sunset wheel, but you know what, taking it. So, yeah, I like the fact that it's probably going to be a slower round from Ramsey. Obviously, like, in order to keep Laura out, in order to kind of, like, keep her from safely putting buttons out on the screen, he's going to have to be throwing out stand medium punch a lot. And Laura, relatively up-close fighter, doesn't have those kind of buttons to be able to contest with that. But obviously, once Ramsey gets that SPD, once he's able to run that grapple game like he just did, he can kind of just create mix-up situation after mix-up situation. And being a grappler himself, OG Yawn probably not going to be too comfortable in those situations.
Yeah, it's still a decent matchup for Laura in some aspects. You throw out the fireball, they have to come through, and now here's the activation. This is where she makes her money. Oh, I like that, Laura. To delete the fireball, projectile invuln. Got him caught up in the dash and lands it command grab style.
Outstanding check on that V-trigger dash. Knew that anything was going to happen up close. She was wanting to get frisky, wanted to get up close, but saying no. Ramsey sitting at full meter too, so I want to see how he's going to get aggressive with that meter usage.
Honestly, I think you could just, at this point, pop a super and have that lead, and then you get the Oki off of that too. Because you really got to think about your meter. Like, at this point, you're not going to be able to use that meter in the next match. You want to use it in this round. Can't put it in a doggy bag and take it with you. You got to use it soon. EX running bear grab and stuff like that, that's not going to work out. EX command grab might give you the Oki, but then he just builds up that V bar to shift away. And this command grab in play puts him down to the ground. The meaty situation.
Okay, just holding fast, blocking off the elbow mix-up, actually taking the throw that time, has the health to do so, stay in block in that time, has not enough health to take another one, actually gets checked on the low forward, OG taking first blood, didn't get to spend any of the meter that we were able to mention in the beginning of the round, because kind of just getting pestered back and forth and not really able to run his game or be able to poke back. That's just one of those situations, like you said, where Ojian or Laura, it's showing off how it's not that bad of a matchup, just like poking him down from ranges that not necessarily Geef is uncomfortable with, but Geef is not able to respond effectively in.
Yeah, I feel like what the point is, I feel like what the turtle style that Ramsey likes to play at is not conductive to fighting Laura or OG's on style, who's super aggressive in your face. Ramsey wants to get the download. He's always had that kind of turtle style. He runs that with Honda, and he's running the command grab right here. Reset back to neutral. OG content to take these and just kind of back away and wait for the right moment to come through in the clutch, just like that. Elbows on, and there's a throw. Meaty, though, gets denied with the flex, try to come through. You see the interruption from OG the flip out, come up in the corner with the EX overhead again. Bro, let this man play. Let him play.
No.
Oh, no. Actually just gets mixed up again with the whip elbow. Plus frames all day. Not necessarily plus frames, but, just like that mix-up situation that Ramsey's been, that pressure for sure. And yeah, you mentioned that Ramsey is that turtle style character, but once he gets one EX command grab, he's able to get another one. He actually chases down the V shift, leaving that hitbox still out there, just going with the light SBD. But he's gonna have to earn some more of that pressure. Oh, nice, stashing away from the SBD. Going for
there's another one, command grab style right here. V shift, and you don't usually see that from Geek players, but it works out in the clutch. He used the break to put him in the corner. Great life, made that hurt even more. You caught with your back against the wall against a grappler. That's not looking nice. That's not the wake up super neutral jump though from Ramsey. It wasn't even, I don't even think it would have reached regardless, but still came through with the right button. Ramsey saves himself from that set point.
You never really see Geef get to do a shimmy, but that's exactly what Ramsey was able to do there, backing off just out of range of the super. Probably just wanting to not overextend himself a bit, but seems like he's definitely in his mode right now. He got another EX SPD, but not able to get the mix-up afterward.
At this point, if you're OG you've seen what happens, what he's willing to put on the table. When the cards are down, like my man doesn't have many rounds to play, right? He's going to use things like V-shift and breaking where he's at in the screen to get, her in this optimal position. Here's the activation though. This is where you gotta go. Rob him. Whips the command grab, nobody home. This is bad. That fireball going to be a pain point right there. Sets it, falls to it. EX connects, puts him back down to the ground.
Okay, poke back, another tick throw into the SPD. V-Trigger is available. Yeah, he's just going to activate off of the Oki. And then walk him down. He actually gets close enough to connect. The Thunderclap is on screen, but he actually absorbs through it. The V-Trigger 1 brings him in. Ramsey tying it up 1-1. It's super close, man. I think that another Thunderclap definitely was what spelled boom for him. Well, spelled doom for OG. Just putting the projectile out on screen, he was so ready. That's exactly what he was expecting. And I want to say, if he was trying to put out a button or anything like that, it was just a really, really dicey situation for OG, even in that even life situation.
Well, the overhead was maybe an idea to catch him when it was finished, but I think you didn't wait long enough, my brother. So now we're game to game at the final game right here. And I feel like Ramsey's starting to get a download of how OG wants to play. You've seen some panic situations from OG as well too. Now Ramsey walking to the corner. This is kind of the grappler lifestyle. You get the download. You have these bad moments, but when you have things like this, where you start to take the momentum away, you start to be able to play. That's the grappler mentality.
Yeah, that's the whole grappler game plan essentially. You got to just stop your opponent from playing no matter the cost. Nice. A couple of good V-shift breaks to really just inch OG back into the corner. Another V-shift coming out. Didn't get the shift timing, but it's got him, for the most part, where he wants him to be. But no, here we go. Running back to the mid-screen. Another break.
He's going to save that part. I mean, V-Trigger hasn't really been a determiner for his victory, so we might as well use it for that kind of situation. But he's in a bad one right here. EX, falls to the fireball. You saw him try to press, but now he's depressed because now OG again is on set point.
I wonder if that was a misinput. Knowing that button was going to come out into the Thunderclap, he probably wanted to catch a V-shift away from that situation or whatever. I think that just didn't go according to plan, because I don't really see a reason to try to press a button or try to check there. It might have been an execution error. Maybe Ramsey had like another plan. Oh, the whiff punish off of the stand fierce. And I hope that momentum shift did not spell doom for him. Oh, no, super
He's been so antsy with that. He's been so antsy with that. I'm caught up in the corner. This is unfortunate. Hold this throw. And you're caught up in the corner. This is what Danny Fan was talking about. Never mind the reverse and return situation. Okie time. B shift doesn't go for a break because there could have been a flex behind that. I like that he sniffed out that break. Yo, OG on. This is his game to win. This is your game to win. Not too close, not too far. Puts the bows on him. Throwing bows. He's got those, and OG on moving over Ramsey in this bracket. A low kick winner, champion, moving over him for that win.
Sending Ramsey down into the loser side to really think about those decisions he made with those V-shifts. Man, getting those V-shifts blown up because he had some really successful ones, using them to like take screen position, and OG on said, no more. Those V-shifts are my weapons now. And he really used them against him. That was tight. That was a really, really good adaptation from OG on to start to turn the tides, and then came out on top 2-1 in a kind of a convincing last two rounds as well.
Yeah, and also I feel like that's like an idea that I feel like Ramsey's is trying out to try to get something going with this character, like using the break to push him away. But even then, I think that's not like a long-term kind of thing that you want to be using, because you are negative after the break. Like you hit the break on them like that, it's still like your turn. So even in that situation, you're still giving up that V trigger or V bar for V reversal, right? In terms of like, oh, now I don't have a defensive mechanic that now even more so in this season for Port Geef, I can't believe I'm saying that, we'll be lacking with. So that may be something that he's going to have to look at later on and maybe use that not as consistently. He's not out of the bracket just yet. Remember, people, he's moving down Lizards. We're still on the winner side of things of this top 8. If you haven't tweeted out, let people know what's going on. Remember, this is that combo breaker. That's that combo breaker, dog. We're getting that sampler, getting ready for the next episode next year.
That's what it is, ladies and gentlemen. And I mean, I think that people have been clamoring that they want to keep doing stuff like Look Alive. It's just like a good introspective on the FGC, good reflecting back on being able to talk about the memories and be. It's a really good way to do so online, where you kind of have these like flash events, these flash moments, exhibition style events like this. I agree. I think that despite how much goes into Combo Breaker annually, like for that Memorial Day weekend event, it would be really, really cool to have smaller events like this pop around. Just little exhibitions, kind of large scale exhibitions like this. I don't know about low production costs, but Look Alive is nice. I hope, what I'm trying to say is I hope Look Alive stays alive.
Yeah. I do think it'd be a great side event. It does seem like it's successful. If I'm looking at, the people coming through. In fact, I was looking at other people talk in the chat about games that they hadn't seen before, and seeing these samplers were super cool to them. They were like, damn, I need to get in this game. I saw somebody talking about Sam Show after, seeing something cool about Sam Show. And if you need a match to get you into the mood of playing Street Fighter V, into the mode of playing Street Fighter V, it might be this one, because this is a low kick run back. This has got some bitterness behind it. Dez versus Underscore. Let me set the scene, because what had happened was Underscore had beat Dez in a tournament match, right? He had took a tournament from him, right? Dez said, hey, run that shit back, and I want to see some stacks on that. Right? So Dez beat him in that run back with the first of 5, took his soul with that taunt, and has been taking souls ever since. Now, y'all, if you're from Dallas or Texas, you cannot claim Underscore if he wins. However, this is a match between two titans of terror.
It really did light this fire under Destructive that we had been starting to see grow and cultivate. But after that, after that beating him, Underscore beating him in bracket, and then just framing into the first of 5 right afterwards, Destructive lit up, and we have been seeing him light up all over in brackets all across the US, which is really, really good to see. We've been seeing results, and I want to see how these results play out. And this one actually just eats a jump in and already sitting in the corner against Underscore. Pretty addictive for Underscore to really just have good positioning at all times, find his way in, and then just keep you guessing, lock you down in the corner. Yup, that rush down that we see from Cammy too. That's exactly the Underscore style.
Finds the Fierce right there. Side switch. I like how he used the mirror for the wake up. EXDP underscore busting out. That wouldn't have been death if he had chose, to block in terms of crouch Fierce. But stay solid. The trade combo right there. You gotta finish your damn play. Fierce, nothing behind it. Didn't have a buffer. You saw him walk forward a little bit. Plus frames. V reversal.
Underscore playing it patiently, not getting too antsy or too crazy, but nice. The crouch Fierce to put the button out. Actually takes first blood. Underscore.
My man hit him with the crouch Fierce. He said, hold up, now I know what this button do. And this is not a good matchup. This is not, traditionally has not been a good matchup. Her air approach is still difficult to deal with, even with the quote-unquote nerfs of recovery to the EX and the V trigger, and you can shift her stuff a little bit better. It doesn't matter because it's Urian. You're not going to be using it for that. You're going to be using V-bar for ages. Bad confirm. Big punish right here. No sympathy or empathy for that DP. Check the red on the top of the screen. He done lost half his health for that.
Yeah, now we're seeing Underscore kind of freeze up. Gets an activation here, but we already know he's just really patient, looking for his way in, but once he gets in, he won't stop. But Destructive, not letting up, keeping those buttons out there, V-shifting away from dive kick pressure. Just want to ensure he doesn't have to take that next point.
You already winning the round, so you might as well take him down by using the fireball right there, V-shifting away from any sort of pop situations from the dive kick. When you have the health lead, you may not need Aegis to enforce the comeback, right? So smart stuff from Dez.
Ooh, the deals for the crush counter, got him in the corner, reset, but actually tries to go for the V-reversal out. Good check from Destructive, and actually goes in for the crush counter. Sweet. It was raw. He tried to backdash away, just create some distance, understanding that Underscore wants to actually just go back to the neutral in situations like that. He knows he's losing in the up-close game, but Destructive wants this brawl. Destructive trying to just pester away, has that life lead. Oh, he tried to go up, probably with the EX Hooligan throw out of the EX knee drop, but Destructive finding the low forward is what he needed to take game one in this set.
Damn, his ability just to keep you down on the ground, lock you down, and keep the pressure going, and also a few bad choices and decisions in terms of coming through in the neutral from Underscore led Dez to victory. That's only one though. We could see Underscore come back. I'm trying to see Underscore have those wild patented moments a little bit less and have them come out as but let's see if he can break down Dez. Dez, again, as we said before, on the hot streak. Will Underscore be the one to stuff out that fire?
Yeah, hopefully we'll see. Underscore kind of playing it a little bit more reserved than we're used to seeing. Oh man, actually tried to go for it.
No,
is he wrong? I want to say because it's most of his approaches and his aggression has paid off like this. We haven't seen a lot of what usually nets him some solid reward, and yes, that's credit to Destructive for being able to shut it down, but also Destructive playing so offensively that it doesn't give Underscore room to breathe. He's been sitting in the corner for almost the entirety of that round. We probably saw some EX knee drops more than we saw some dive kicks. Destructive is just extremely aggressive in a way that Cammy is supposed to be. She's shooken up. He is shooketh.
A lot of this, again, comes from Underscore. It's just a bad decision. But speak of the devil, one-up punish on the EX headbutt, flip out, there's a throw. This is the typical Cammy pressure that you're used to seeing. Dive kick to create the space, but if you do it in the wrong place, you're going to get punished. V-reversal, we out of there.
Nice.
See, again, the dive kicks are the problem. You have to V-shift the way to play. You've got to V-shift the way to play. You're caught up in the corner. You switch up the 9 with a back brainless EX applied, though.
He actually backed away. He respected the EXDP option, and Underscore now knows this. Here it comes out. Oh, the low forward, tying it up round. Okay. That was a solid situation for Destructive to try to put the mirror out, but the V-reversal, smart stuff from Underscore. Oh, the neutral jump worked out perfectly for him, and he is in the corner. Destructive, putting out them long limbs, putting out all the buttons, locking him down as much as possible. But Underscore playing this situation a lot better, using the EX dive kick to inch himself out.
Yeah, I feel like I like these ideas to deal with the dive kicks a little bit better, and Underscore hasn't been spacing them well enough to deal with the constant movement, this movement that my man's putting on that is Dez. Does a V shift, but still the crouch fierce comes in the clutch for Underscore to get the activation and the drill, the throw. Just take the throw, they say. They just say they falling to the propaganda. That's unfortunate. He could have got vehicle punished there. Okay,
backdash
the corner.
Not taking the throw. Oh, but he took the hooligan throw. He went for it. I can't believe that was a really, really high dive kick. 3 jabs didn't quite connect, and he's trying to apply that mirror pressure. Oh no, he didn't catch the counter hit, but he got another hit that he needed. Can the tackle kill? No, he won't. Backdash away. Didn't quite catch him with the low forward, but he still got him locked down. The EX dive kick! Oh, the plus frames!
You gonna press the buttons on plus frames, my friend? You gonna press buttons on plus frames? I can't even talk. That dude, I cannot believe he done press buttons on plus frames. And now we get plus another game on the board. We get to see one more. And now you're seeing how the matchup really goes when your dive kicks come through in the right spots. When you're hitting them at the right spots, everything starts working out a lot better.
Of course, in the underscore in destructive matchup, it has to be close, right? It's gotta be 1-1. It's probably gonna go final game, final round. It's gonna be a brawl between these two. They're sewing each other's heads just like that. The Fierce to catch that with the crush counter, but underscore trading blows back, bringing it back to the mid screen. Just moving all over the place. Buns as much as possible. Float dive kick, but doesn't quite get punished for it.
He's letting a lot of these jump-ins go for free, and if I'm Crouch Fierce, this is where you make your money. You get some of the best damaging anti-airs in the game. You're letting these jump-ins go for free. You have to deny some of this approach. Easier said than done. I understand you got the dive kicks, but underscore's been jumping in every which way. Look at my man doing the empty hooligan. Nah, you unusual, bro. Empty hooligan like that, and that could have been a full-ass punish because there are recovery frames on that.
Yeah, there are definitely some recovery frames. Oh, but he tried to go for the raw V-skill 1 to try to armor up and take through something, but he came in with just the right motion, and he ends it with the low forward. Round 2. Let's see if Destructive can respond back with the round. Has some meters to play with if he wants to get aggressive, but he actually just eats a raw spiral arrow in the mid-screen. All right. Raw DP responding. Raw busting in the kitchen? I can't believe it, dude. No seasoning whatsoever. Underscore must be in his head.
Disgusting. I mean, Underscore's gonna do it regardless, right? He don't care if he's in your head or not. He can be doing things like that all the damn time. He thinks it's fine. Air to air eliminates the EX bar right there with the ease of just a touch, just a nice touch light. And Crouch Fierce try to push him in the corner, but that's unfortunate. This season, you're caught up closer, so there's no headbutt mix-up with you try to go for like a throw or whatever. So even if you get that push, it's still not a great position right here. Underscore though trying to fight out of the corner.
The hooligan throw now has Destructive in the corner, but the mirror is available. There it is, the low forward. It actually just goes for the throw option. Oh, the EX spiral activation made it plus, but he's still got them drills, and he actually eats one of the drills. Is he? He's not dead. He did use one earlier.
Oh, the bait! That's so unfortunate. Underscore taking over Crouch Fierce. He felt the heat, but just got burned for that EX DP on the wake up as Underscore puts him to sleep. At least until his move through the loser's bracket. Now that was a little bit of a run back. I feel like in tournament situations, in a 1st-2 situation, it's hard to get the download of what they want to do, and it's real difficult. Real difficult, you understand? Real difficult to fight this matchup in general. In a situation, you get more time to play, right? You get more time to play so you can understand how they play, how the person plays, and kind of work around that more than the matchup.
Yeah, especially in a situation, not just with the Cammy matchup, the Cammy Urian matchup, but with the way that Underscore is able to utilize those Cammy tools in a lot of different ways. We saw him get really change the arc of his jump all the time with those dive kicks. We started seeing a lot more delayed dive kicks in the second match that Destructive ended up winning, but it put that data in Destructive head, and like you said, it's kind of hard to collect that data and properly utilize it by the time the third match comes around. So Destructive was still respecting those delayed dive kicks and not trying to go for the anti-airs. You mentioned that despite the high amounts of anti-air damage that Urian can dish out, he was just being patient, waiting, and then allowing Underscore to kind of get in and being really, really intimidated by those hooligans and those jump-ins, and that kind of ended up costing him a lot of that pressure and a lot of that aggression that he would have, and the momentum that he would have been able to build if he had actually just taken the risk and checking those. Again, not taking those throws in certain close-up range situations, wanting to challenge plus frames, but ended up losing out on a lot of those instances. But good ups to Destructive for playing in the way he did and actually taking that second match. But, you know, like you said, it's the download against a character like Cammy and against a fighter like Underscore, who can kind of just full send random stuff. It must feel hard, but he's only in loser's bracket. He has a chance to swing back through that bracket and challenge him again, potentially in a grand final set or loser final set. But before we get to that, we're going to hit you up with the next match. And while we get those players in here, remember guys, you are here at Low Kick Online Cross Look Alive. If you want to shout out the players here. And if you want to donate to the Matcherino pot, we do have that Matcherino open, !Matcherino in the chat room. If you want to show your support to the Combo Breaker team, swing over at combobreaker.org/shop. Spend all of your money. I know everyone has. I know everyone will.
Please do.
Please do, man. I mean, they make it worth it. They make it hard not to, in all honesty. We knew when the catalog went live, we didn't even consider prices. We were like, I want that one, and I want that one, etc. You made your shopping list. You didn't have a grand total. You just added it to cart, and you said, "Take it, Rick. Take it."
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I haven't bought it just yet. Because I'm waiting for it. Listen, I'm waiting for some of my invoices to come through. But it's weird because it's literally gonna be frame one that I spend my invoices on just Combo Breaker merch. I don't need a house. I don't need to live with electricity. As long as I'm supporting Combo Breaker, I'm good to go. Just like I'm gonna be supporting these players right here. Loser side, I'm gonna be coddling them because it's time for people to go home. On the other side
Lizard Man versus Bradrick, Rashid versus Ed. You're gonna see some swinging. You're gonna see a lot of movement from Lizard Man, a lot of just full send activity from those Eagle Spikes, and you're gonna see Bradrick relatively patient on the Ed, kind of playing from the corner, but probably just biding his time, trying not to get.
I don't know if he's doing that on
purpose
situation.
Hey, I'm just giving him the benefit of the doubt, baby.
No, I mean, we gotta call this as it is. Rashid takes to the corner, round start, and then my man has been fighting. Now he's fighting to get out, and that's fine though. Like, that's what happens with Rashid. When you play against this character, you have to have an option you have to figure out how to get out. Right? That's kind of the meta of fighting Rashid. How do I get out of this corner? How do I deal with this pressure? So I'm not checking the 1-1 shots, but Lizardman's not allowing any of that.
Lizardman actually went with 3 neutral jumps in a row, and I want to say that that's relatively smart because if Ed decided to do Psycho Upper, he would have moved forward enough for Lizardman to actually react, get across some situation, and close that out. So Bradrick, good stuff on Bradrick to actually stay patient, but you got to shut Lizardman down. You got to keep him out of the sky and really discourage him from running that offense, especially in the corner situation like that. You might want to go for a dash under situation, or dash under. You might want to try to just check him with the air-to-air, but you've been in the corner for quite some time, Bradrick. You're going to have to find something new and not try to rely on V-Trigger in order to escape these.
Big jump in right here, lands the Eagle Spike, and we've seen this move before, just on a different side of the screen, looking only a little bit different. They just added a different tint to it, and that's going to be stun. It's done. Lizardman with the quick one, and we talk about how oppressive this character is when he gets you in the corner. A lot of that is Lizardman's play too. Like that, you got to access it, right? It's a part of Rashid, what he do, but you got to be able to access that.
Absolutely, and with how much of a character loyalist that Lizardman has been for Rashid, he barely has played any other characters for more than one bracket even. Lizardman absolutely perfectly, I would even say, utilizing all of Rashid's options, all of Rashid's movement, and all of his different ways that he can pressure you from different angles to just completely make you hold down back for what seems like the entire round. Back into the character select screen. I don't know if Bradrick has another character to be able to deal with this. I don't know if he wants to go for a V system shift, but hopefully he's going to come up with some different answers.
Maybe. There's not really a character that really beats Rashid. There's one that can go even, maybe, but I think this is more of just like a player-on-player kind of problem, disregarding anything that may be happening on CFN. You could have anti-aired some of those jump-ins. You have to time it right, obviously. And just, as you said before, dash through, take the chance to do it. Because at that point, you're getting so much gray life and damage in general, you might as well just drop your controller. At some point, you got to fight back. You got to swing back. You swing on, you got to swing right back.
Yo, update. Our homie over at the bottom end of things in the Discord is saying running some ping tests. So just give it a couple touches. Obviously, their connection was not good. I mean, you guys are seeing it live. Y'all are seeing it happen.
Okay. You know what? It happens. Like, in the age of everything that this is, in the age of COVID, the COVID ages.
Holy
everything
fuck.
It's a plethora of things, man. It's not just like, oh, COVID's coming around. Like, our society has deeply changed, and the way that the economics of the FGC has truly changed too, man. I'm seeing a lot of y'all talking a lot about netcode on Twitter, and some days, man, it is draining. Some days I open up Twitter, I see you guys complaining about imaginary netcode situations.
I see some of y'all that are in
place. I just see some of y'all just saying some stuff, and I'm just like, man, I just want to play video games, bro. I just want to boot up the game, start pressing buttons, start slapping on some heads, and then say GG's, hand, shake your hand, have a shot of Malor, and call it a day.
Seth, I'm gonna punch you in the mouth as hard as I can. I can't believe that you would bring up that topic and gloss over it like they don't try to sell literally every product that exists in this ecosystem for these specific types of players to everyone. You can't go, I'm not going to play it anyway, because we're forced to. You can't, don't do that.
I'm not saying me specifically. I'm not saying you
Also, pause. There's $116 in the Matcherino.
Ooh, who dropped that? Who dropped that fat in there? Oh, is ZJ Mac with the fat? Oh,
yo, hold up. Let me slide that over.
What?
The Malor Pope himself dropping all of the tithes into the Matcherino for you. The Church of Malor gives to its community, okay? I take a shot
to
celebrate.
Guap for the boy. Not Malort though, but we'll see some guap in the chat. My man dropping love like that, nah, but no Malort though, no Malort. No. That's dirty money.
Hey,
can we take it back? Pay respect. That's dirty money.
Yo, shout outs to all of y'all for that. I appreciate it, especially ZJ Mac. He's correct. It's money not being spent on combo breaker swag. Yo, Malort for all? All right. Somebody ban him.
Yeah, but the winner of this bracket will most likely redistribute it as such. But thank you, CJ Mac, for dunking the big money into the pot. All of you guys still have that opportunity too. Hit up that command. Use that free 50 cents. Use whatever leftover you got after buying all the combo breaker stuff. All the money you're not spending on Malor,
Which is good. I'd rather you guys not spend it on Malort, and I'd rather spend it anywhere else. On combo breaker, on the players, you guys can put in that code, put in some love, do the sponsor quest on the right hand side as we get right back into this action. Brad Jake was the man. Did a quick little test, and we're gonna see what is gonna be put to rest here. I would like to see Brad Drake, if things allow in terms of connection, start to swing back, right? Maybe a crouch heavy punch, as actually Crouch Fierce had put it out there. Crouch Fierce would actually deny some of the jump and approach, right? Or even just dashing forward. You know what I'm saying? So things like that will help. You got to take some risk out of the corner, because at some point you're taking too much damage and you're giving him a chance to run his game plan, and it's just too much mental stack on you. It's a difficult thing, but I do feel like Ed can fight Rashid though. I don't think it's free, but I think Ed could be a pest.
Yeah, I definitely don't think it's free either. I think that it's tricky, but it's tricky in the same situation for any matchup. Like, I don't want to say that it's... Look, gotta be honest. It's Rashid. Every matchup is going to feel like a losing matchup. But it seems that Brad Drake is handling this just a little bit better. Maybe the ping test brought him some peace of mind.
Maybe. Still caught up in the corner. Gotta find a way out though. Crush will help. Gets it back to mid-screen. Whips the throw. Still press on buttons. Press on with. And this thing about Rashid is he's great about getting that corner play going, but when it comes to the damage on the deck, it's not really there. Good punish on the overhead.
Nice. Goes up
Here's
with the
the
kick.
anti-air.
Yeah,
we want to
stuff.
see more of that.
We need to see more of that. That's how you secure that. See, there you go. That's how you secure that momentum. Shut Rashid out and run him down. There we go. Brad Drake taking the first round of this match.
EX. See that push right there. Even on block, you're holding all that. There's a throw. A little bit of weight, no bait though. Brad Drake, he's got really good patience. I really like his patience overall. And finds a way out and doesn't get punished for it.
Okay, running the EX shot, bringing him into the corner. And here we go. The oppression session begins. No, it doesn't. He goes for the jump out. But even though in the mid screen, there we go. Cancel that stand fierce into the V-Trigger activation. Here we go. Psycho Snatcher shenanigans.
Tech. Nice anti-air right there. He knows what to do. Only takes a few buttons to do that once. He can react real easy. Interrupts with the flicker. Oh, he could actually give this a start in the EXCP. Gets it done. Bro, my man just swung out here. Big swing. Put it on the deck, baby. Put it on the deck. Brad Drake, I done seen you for that one. You definitely did the things out here.
Yeah, that's some Ed Tings for sure. I mean, what's crazy is EX Psycho Upper basically acts as a humongous delay button, right? It's throw invuln, it's strike invuln, it's everything invuln. And if Wizardman is trying to go for a delay tech option or a jab out, both of them lose. essentially. Both of them lose. So
Right, it's a reversal. I mean,
it's risky.
Well, guess what I'm about to say? Like, it's maybe not the best shimmy tool, but guess what? When it works, it is a big mental break right there, and that allows, you know, that puts them on notice. Like, bro, I'll definitely do it, and they gotta think twice about when you come through with that pressure.
Nice, the flicker to bring him out. Stand Fierce forward, fully charged to actually go for that side switch. I like the fact that he's able to get those flickers off right now to just keep that pressure. Pushes him out just enough, but Lizardman not able to button himself back into that pressure. The dash up throw doesn't go for a back throw.
Watch the jump
Takes-
EX.
Oh,
There's the
no.
weight in the bait. There's the problem with that DP. Super slow, easily baitable, easily punishable. E reversal. No V trigger on the deck, but not necessary with that anti-air, putting it back down to the ground. Brad Drake, I love him, as you said before, running those flickers and the
Oh!
activation. And again, oh, you gotta pick this up. 5-second rule, Brad Drake, you almost had it. That was like 2 moments to kill this character. Don't leave him alive. Double tap that.
Yeah, we're definitely going to call that one a scramble situation that he wasn't ready for. Oh! Okay, still caught with the tail end of the flicker. Just goes for the activation, but the V-shift break continues that lockdown. Blocking the same side. EX shot. Can't check that, but actually gets
the
his
neutral
throw
jump.
baited. The neutral jump beats out the throw, and Lizardman bringing it to set point. Looking mad dangerous for Brad Drake right now.
Dude, that neutral jump was so sick. That shit was tight right
That was
there.
OD.
The fact that he had just brought that back from the brink and now finding the jump ins, I think if he could find the jump ins at the right angle, that would be the smart play right there. Goes low, the 3-piece, do it to him again. They said it was a nerf, guess what? It's a buff. Hold that, he says. You gotta check him outside, but it's gonna be a stun, not done situation. One more guess.
Fuzzy Garden in Street Fighter V. It's a Kurosoge for real, and the Stand Fierce with the crush counter actually gets responded to with the V-shift break. The EX Psycho upper to respond, not trying to block anymore. The flicker goes into the activation, but Lizardman just spending that meter to actually just get away from all of this stuff. Probably not going to see the tornado on screen. Nice, the check. Not doing it in a range that's safe enough.
Oh, and off the backboard again. It's going to be Lizardman getting that win. But I got to give props to Brad Drake coming through and just being ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? He had the ideas, you know, CFA ain't everybody's friend. Even beyond that, just a few drops here and there were just seconds away from getting that play, bro. But
Yeah,
listen,
man.
it's good. Lizardman moving on. Good stuff to Brad Drake. Getting the top 8, you know. Love to see them
Dude.
come back in the cut.
Outstanding stuff from Brad Drake to be able to play that second game in the way that he did, to respond to Lizardman's shenanigans and offense in the way that he did. He had a lot of good options to shut him out, to keep that offense going. That first EXDP or EX Psycho upper off him in the corner to beat the throw situation was so tight. But Lizardman, a veteran, he runs brackets all the time. Like you'll see his name almost every week. And anything that you watch into the Midwest or the East Coast, you're probably going to see Lizardman. So definitely has the experience, adapted for that last match, and clutched it out 2 rounds straight. What's up?
Speaking of Lizardman, he just had an exhibition. Y'all make sure y'all check it when it goes up on the YouTubes. If I'm assuming they put it on there, watch the VODs on the Combo Breaker. He just had one. I believe it was yesterday that they played it.
He did.
And he just played against Destructive. Yeah, so we might be getting a run back at some point in this bracket right here. I'm not going to spoil the results, but one of them wants to get that run back. They do see each other a lot in other places like Close the Distance and stuff like that. So I'm sure a run back will be great. But let's see what happens of this next match here. People, make sure you guys hit up the match reel, run the code, and run the exclamation mark match reel, run that in the chat just like that. You can put in that code, sponsor quest, drop some love like my man ZJ Mac done did, as long as it ain't blood money, ain't Malort money. You know what I'm saying? Keep it nice and clean.
Hey, hold up. All right. Let's not talk about the money quite yet, okay? And wherever the money comes from, we're not asking questions. We're FGC. We'll take what we can get. But before we get to that legendary run back between Lizardman and Destructive happening after this, we've got quite a mirror match that I want to say is going to happen between Mr. Mistopheles and your boy, Low Kick Legend. That came up real quick. Z's Nuts has been a real pleasant treat for us on the mic at the very least. I remember when Senkola and I did the Low Kick Online Street Fighter V Sundays kickoff a couple of weeks ago. Z's Nuts was there, and Z's Nuts really put on a show. But at the same time, couldn't quite make it out of that tournament as OG Yon clutched it out the first time. So hopefully Z's Nuts is able to continue through and maybe even see OG Yon once again. Who knows? But we still got this match to go up with. Like I said, I'm confident that it's going to be a mirror. I don't necessarily see Mr. Mustafali's playing anybody else, and I haven't seen Z's Nuts. I mean, Z's Nuts.
I do have to correct you though, because
what's up?
I gotta correct you. Z's Nuts is gonna go Akuma. It's gonna be an Akuma matchup. You said mirror match. You're mostly right, but shout out to Mustafali's though. This dude runs V Trigger 2, V Skill 2 Akuma. All right, that's his form of flavor. That's what he loves to do. And this is the thing. I've been watching this develop even before, like last season, before both these triggers and skills got buffed, right?
Yes.
The thing is, I think it actually might be good in some matchups.
Yes.
It's a 2-bar V trigger. Understand? Yeah, I'm cheering too, because that's making me think about Akuma. Like, on God, it's a 2-bar trigger. You have V shift, V skill, all the stuff like that, or V shift that you can use in the neutral a lot more. You don't have to be nearly dead to get your V trigger. You don't have demons, so maybe not as powerful, but it might be better against some characters. And it's just fun to watch, bro.
It's so fun. Oh, it's so much fun to watch. And I like the combo between V Skill 2 and V Trigger 2, because not only is V Trigger 2 a 2-bar V Trigger, but if you're properly utilizing V Skill 2 in like knockdown situations, if you're utilizing them in your combos, you're going to build a lot of meter really fast. Really fast. If you're using the V Skill 2 to like deal with projectiles or anything like that, you're going to build it almost immediately, and that's going to turn a lot of different combo confirmed situations that you get, like if you're able to land a hit and you're able to just confirm into V Trigger non-stop, you could probably pop it like 2 or 3 times in a round if you just cycle those options properly. So it's going to be really exciting to see Mr. Mustafali's do it if we get the mirror. I want to say that Z's Nuts does have another character under their belt that they busted out in a previous bracket that I've seen. And yes, we have seen Z's Nuts, I want to say on, not Jury, but we've seen them bust out a character before. Could possibly confidently go into the mirror match. Okay, all right, yeah, it's going to be the Akuma.
Baby. It's going to be a battle of dominance out here.
It's
a
Akuma
battle of
Garuda.
dominance. Oh, it's Garuda.
Like
My bad, it's Garuda.
Yeah, let's get it right. Okay, but yet, like you said, ran the V Trigger 2, V Skill 2, and already we're seeing it. It just looks so cool. When you mentioned that's the system that they use, you're talking about V Trigger 2. I'm way more hyped to see V Skill 2 in combos. It just looks so cool, man.
It's so tight. You get to cancel it even easier now, so you can make sure you get those extensions. And look at Mustafali's using the break. You already got Grey Life on the deck. So if you land a hit like there, my man don't know. He's like, what is this? Is this DLC that you got, bro? Is this DLC? He's out of there. Mustafali's with the activation. And here's, you get these sick, like, right here, the cancels. Oh, but there's the punch out right there with the DP from Z's Nuts.
Yeah, what a bold DP out of that block string pressure. It was really smart, but I don't know how many more of those you got in the round. You got enough of it in this round because you were able to secure it. Z's Nuts taking first blood, but let's see if Mr. Mustafali starts to respect that, but actually, creates holes in his pressure. Z's Nuts really showed a card with that option right there.
Yeah, I really like the way that Z's Nuts kind of played that matchup. Yo, with the parry. Yo, in the up kick to do it, damn.
Yeah.
Does it twice to make it nice, and you see the V bar at the bottom. Already got one built. Could probably spin that for like a V break situation and still get that 3 bar on Z's Nuts side. Mustafali's though, working on his side too. A lot of bar at the bottom to cook with. Just needs to find the right pan to fit it in.
Yeah, Z's Nuts is really putting out that pressure, constantly putting things out on screen. The sweep.
Double sweep.
He didn't even have V Trigger to activate off of that. He actually just Hail Married the sweep. But Mr. Mustafali's in the V Trigger 2, spends all of that in that conversion, and has him in the corner now. But activation on Z's Nuts' side of the screen creates that pressure, and there it is, the air fireball into the mix-up, falls for it, and then eats the stand medium kick. And there it is. First match goes to Z's Nuts, man. I don't know. As much as I'm really excited to see V Skill 2, V Trigger 2 over on Mustafali's side of the screen, the reward of the the 1-1 system is just showing results here. Obviously, the way that Z's Nuts is playing and responding to Mr. Mustafali's pressure has a lot to contribute to that, but it's just a little bit more consistent. And I want to say that Mr. Mustafali's, you have to be a lot more aggressive, and you have to like find your hits in order to actually make that system work. So hopefully Mustafali's creates those adjustments. There it is.
Yeah, like this is good. Yeah, this is a lot better, right? He's already took a lot of red off the board. I think it's just that late game situation. These decisions actually from Z's Nuts that he's got to be wary about, right? And this corner pressure right here. There's a throw. Z's Nuts with only a little bit bar at the bottom in terms of trigger. Lands the EX, connects. But the wig up EXDP. The Kai. The medium. He should have confirmed in the top two. He had that. You had that, bro. Bro, you had that. Where you go with it? Careful now, Mustafali's could still take this one. And there you go, the nice little whip punish. Using the crouching medium kick to delete the standing medium kick.
Yo, when Mustafali's activated, it was just noise. What the hell was that? You're charging up that fireball. No, stop it. No fireball for you. In fact, this is my time to shine. Z's Nuts re-seizing momentum back into the mid screen, but slowing things down a little bit. The anti-air Jordan's on Akuma right now.
Damn, EX goes out the red fireball. Yeah, take your turn back. I like that Z's Nuts is just playing that nice neutral game. Mustafali's has these burst moments. He was literally a confirm away. If he can solidify himself, we might be seeing more games just like that. The double medium Tatsu. Interruption though from Z's Nuts, knowing when to press. EXDP, that'll put him to rest. DP, actually, never mind. He didn't have super enough. Was it enough to build up that bar? Like, Build the Bear has to find the finish. Interruption again from Z's Nuts. DP.
The cross-cut DP keeps Z's Nuts alive, and in all honesty, that was looking more and more difficult and rough for Mr. Mustafali's, as Z's Nuts was constantly locking him out of pressure, but finds the first hit in this round, but Z's Nuts, not deterred, responds with the anti-air DP. And these sweeps, both of them, I swear.
Yeah, it's a difficult thing. You don't want to be throwing out sweeps too much, but I've seen a lot of people kind of throw that out with their character, especially when you have a life lead and we're not going to be seeing a lot of punches at max range. Maybe that's the idea, but falls to the fireball. The activation. It's time to hold this hard knockdown. Side switch. The medium DP B shifts away. Dash up and play. Red fireball. DP again. Yo, Z's Nuts says, come closer. I got something for you. So I got those nuts on you.
Yeah, it's really difficult, especially considering Mr. Mustafali's doesn't have the feature to want to be able to use his EX fireballs in the air, but he finds what he needs with the EXDP, and there is the sweep to actually close out the round. Mr. Mustafali's tying it up 1-1. Good adjustments, micro adjustments there. I want to say just getting a little bit more confident in trying to put out those hits and convert and be a little bit more economic with his V trigger. Utilizing V-Skill 2 a little bit more in those small combos. You're not seeing a lot of high damage combos come out from Mustafali's in the early game. Not until it starts to activate. And it's not necessary, exactly. It's like, it's all about control. It's all about kind of building your resources and utilizing it when you properly need to.
It's all about not throwing out sweeps like that. It's all about not throwing out sweeps like that, dog. You gotta be careful about that. Some of the things that I'm seeing from Mustafali's though is like, his confidence is starting to build. It's a top 8 situation for him in a new bracket, and Z's Nuts has been here. This is unfortunate. Call from the corner against Akuma. Corner pressure still strong, even if you're Akuma. Even if you're a character that has all the tools of the trade, you still gotta worry about that. Tatsu in the air-to-air situation like that. The DP knows the strengths. I play this character, bro. Don't you see what's on the screen? Fade through. Yo, Mustafali's might get this done. He might get this done. XDP. Yes, he does, yo. Mustafali's. My man says I'm hot on the sticks and the mic. I'm hot on the sticks and the mic. I
had just enough. Oh my god. Okay, Mustafali's bringing the hype. He's the man. I can't believe it. Okay, Mustafali's kind of a little bit on the back foot, spending that V-shift break, not trying to lose that momentum. And there's a decent amount of gray life built up for Akuma, and yeah, there it is. Like you said, more of those sweeps that are coming out that are being super risky, and Mr. Mustafali definitely in that overconfident stage, man. I would want to say the super coming out, spending that cash to secure the round, and there it is. Final game, final round between these two. What's up?
Yeah, we're at the brink here, and I don't think it's really about overconfidence. I think it's finding a comfort zone of the tools that you have. And then when things are going down the wrong path, you start to kind of panic and throw out some moves that you shouldn't. Like the sweep right there was a bad idea. Obviously, HDP, those things led to his demise. Those actually show me the lack of confidence. He's got to pull that shit up. It's final game, final round. You know you can do it. All you got to do is hit the finish line. You'll be fine. You're in that top 4 spot. What a punish. So off the medium kick, heavy kick, Tatsu, the knockdown, and the fireball ended right there. Z's Nuts is feeling it.
DPs, the demon flip, no matter what he was going to try and do, he actually just gets hit out of that, and Mr. Mistopheles has the activation, couldn't quite the hold, going forward into the DP, he's not dead for this, but one more guess is going to do it for him, and there it is, yes, the fireball checks his dash, Mr. Mistopheles goes out, tries to put some offense on the board, but Z's Nuts stops him dead in his tracks, and moves forward in the loser's bracket, knocking Mistopheles out. Damn, that was a high-octane match, man.
I feel like if Mistopheles had just a few less nerves, and that's easier said than done, right? A few less nerves, that might have been in his favor. There were so many situations where he had kind of given the game away, and I know he knows that, and I know he'll look back at the thing and stuff like that and be like, I gotta clean this up. With the sweeps, EXDP, a little bit too obvious, and Z's Nuts shoring up his own defense to make sure that he's not getting caught lacking the slack, because those sweeps are coming in hot and heavy from both of them. And Z's Nuts is like, what if I blocked, bro? What if I held back on that? What if I held back on that? So it's going to be Z's Nuts moving on. Shout out to Mistopheles for showing us a V-Trigger 2, V-Skill 2 combination. I think that's kind of strong. I'd love to see it in more matchups. But we're going to be seeing some more Street Fighter 5 action, low kick, online times, look alive. Y'all better be tweeting this out, letting people know what's going on. And filling up that match arena code, or I'll be slapping the taste out of your damn mouth. We're going to get a classic of low kick, a classic of close the distance, a classic of damn near every East Coast tournament, local edition, you know what I'm saying, that they find themselves in. These two run into each other a lot. And you'll be seeing just maybe a further push of the meta between them, right, in this bracket.
Yeah, we've likely seen like close to 100 sets between these two guys specifically. They fight week to week, non-stop. They fought yesterday, and they're going to fight again today. Lizardman on the Rashid, and Destructive making the switch to Zeku this time to open up the set at the very least. When I know that you love seeing Zeku on screen, so I know you got a lot to say about this.
I think maybe Zeku and Rashid is slightly in Rashid's favor. Before it was definitely in Rashid's favor, but I think of this season with the buffs from his light attacks, from the young edition, you know what I'm saying? Like getting more off that situation allows him to play that ground game a lot better. I think Rashid is overall a better character, but if you can keep the pace in both forms with Zeku, you might be able to stand a chance. And the last time that they played for the exhibition, this is the same characters that they played. I'm not gonna say who won, because I actually don't remember, but I think it's a good idea for Crouch Fierce to go this direction. I don't remember who won, but I remember that he definitely did better using this character.
Yeah, he not only was playing well to the pace of his character, but he was doing well to play at the pace of Lizardman, taking the first blood and really locking him out in the earlier parts of that round. And then once Lizardman popped the V-Trigger, it was mostly just like a keep out. Stay away from the V-Trigger, don't let it be a threat. And then once it's gone, once the threat is off screen, switch to Young, find your time, and run the game, run the offense, and that's exactly how that round went. But now, turning the tides over on Lizardman's side of the screen, he has him in the corner and a life lead.
I like that poke right there, the crouching medium punch. Good stopper, but Lizardman will not be deterred. His pressure in the corner. And one of the unfortunate things is that when you're in, I was gonna say when you're in old, you don't have the 3-frame, but you have the DP bust outside switch with the V trigger addition. Throw, jumping medium kick. Oh, that weird interaction with the V reversal. He could have got so much, but he wasn't ready. I wouldn't be prepared either. But that just shows you the strength of Zeku. He's always got something for him.
Yeah, you know what? Despite him not necessarily being over-prepared for it, he was able to have a screen position, but ended up jumping himself into the corner and into Demise. Lizardman responding with a round in kind. And I want to say that there wasn't much that Destructive wasn't doing to play it. It was just a little bit of adjustments here and there. Maybe let Lizardman get away with more than he needed to, but going for the young switch it to old to try to like build up some offense, and has already brought him into the corner. Lizardman just using that V-Trigger to escape.
I would really like to see, like, if he gets in these scoring situations, it might be time just to spin the bar. There's a V-Trigger for B reversal, but he doesn't need to do that at all. Back to mid-screen, runs the median. No confirmation right there. EX. No DP right there. That was a bad input. No DP again. That time, that would have been problematic if you DP right there. You would have got crushed. Sends out the Twister. Rated R.
Yeah, it's looking mad dangerous now, but there it is. The light check into the Graham and Destructive. Taking the first match in this set. Confidence on the Zeku pick and showing us as well why he is. That's pretty tight. Not only is it like he's really playing well to, as what you mentioned earlier in the beginning of the set, the pace of Zeku. We're seeing him switch a lot. A lot of Zeku players, when you see them try to play a match, they'll play a matchup rather, they'll kind of like stick to one form or another. But Destructive is getting really comfortable at playing in both, at an even ratio, I would want to say, in each round.
I mean, at this point, like, if you're Lizard Man, every whiff has been, problematic. We've seen, like, V-trigger punishes and stuff like that. And this character, I was listening to Infectious talk about how, how he plays Zeku. It's all about, like 2 or 3 touches. If I get 2 or 3 touches on you, you're dead. Look at how much damage and stun racks up, even with the nerfs. If you can find those hits, there's a lot that comes his way. Lizard Man with the EXDP in play and sticks out the V-trigger. Yo, Mustapheles, I see you with the raid. You about to see some great action. Thank y'all for coming through. The fade away, folding like some laundry, because that's almost done. V-shit chase down, it's done.
That's definitely done. Lizard Man taking the round. Man, just really dancing around that pressure, opening up Crouch Fierce, or opening up Destructive, I'm sorry, in a lot of different ways. Ended up finding the round that he needed. EX Graham to try to keep some pressure going, but Lizard Man solid on defense. He's trying to push the distance a little bit. Oh, the jump back jab. He's so good with it on Urian, and he's no stranger to it on Zeku, but he's in the corner.
Yeah, I like this this play here from Lizard Man, just in general, just to be swinging right here at this range. He's been caught a few times with the medium punch, whip punch. We out of there, but the nerf / buff gets us back in where we begin to see Lizard Man with the throw pressure. EX off the backboard. Look at his defense. It's hard to deal with it if you don't have an anti-air. And in this form, you can only rely upon V-trigger. Goes to the slide. Pokey time. Catches the walk back, and just like that, you're back in the corner.
Activation to put it out and discourage Destructive from trying to push forward with any offense. He had that V-trigger on deck, and he was going to try to look for an activation. And he didn't want to do it on a wake-up situation. Probably just wanted to find a solid confirm into it and start building up that damage and momentum. But Lizard Man putting the Twister out on screen and closing out the match before it got really dicey. Now tying it up 1-1. Lizard Man extremely ready, and this run back is going back and forth.
Yeah, if I'm looking at this match, it's definitely like, if you're young and you're in the corner, you holding that. Like, there ain't much you can do. There ain't much, you better hope and pray that my man jumps in with something different that you can deal with. Like with the horizontal in that right area, but it's not happening here. Big crush right here. Those out, the mixer is the ender, and again, we're back in the corner. This time, Crouch Fierce using the V reversal. No buffer into the slide. It catches him leaving. Mason pay a toll for leaving the corner.
Okay, but you know what? He's quite ready still. Not deterred quite yet. He's back into the neutral. Finds the Fierce. It's the knockdown. Almost at V-trigger build. There it is. He's going to probably find a way to pop. Uses it for the anti-air situation, but okay, the hitbox slide. Oh no, he was in the red.
You see that red? Bro, you see the red that comes from that? Oh, but the interruption? No. Get back down! Yo, the follow-up! Are you kidding me, Lizard Man?
You are looking at the wrong red!
Right the fuck now! Click that shit right the fuck now!
You were looking at the wrong red the whole time! It was Lizard Man with them crazy conversions! The Galaxy Brain Rashid plays that he has right there. The awareness he has on this character to be able to get as much damage as possible at all times. Insane play from Lizard Man, and you know what? He's keeping that momentum going.
Give me that shit in the chat right now. I'm tired of no more esports. Give me that shit right now. Nice DP right there. Crouch Fears. Yo, Lizard Man done came alive, dog. So I'm coming alive. Here's the EX though from Crouch Fears. I do like his old though in this matchup. His young, I feel like once he gets pushed to the corner and he doesn't have V-bar, it's hard to work. That's why my man's going for the back throw, putting Lizard Man in an uncomfortable, unfortunate position.
Okay, the tornado is on screen. It's between him, blocks the overhead, does not get opened up. Dome is safe for now. There it is. Wasanto. But the bird is on screen, but the bird goes away. Snipes the bird out of the sky, but that is a full meter. Oh, but it doesn't matter. Destructive, just taking the little hits here and there, the low crouching light kick to bring it to final game, final round in this run back.
I really like the fact that he's using these non-committal buttons. You do the closer buttons. The only closers get coffee, baby. I'm telling you. V break puts us back to neutral. Too far out to take his turn. Back throw though. No anti-air off the backboard. Lizard Man applying the pressure. I like the interruptions away from the EX fireballs. And backswing to activate trigger in play. This is a pain point. He was able to. How was he able to block that? Are you kidding me? The man was able to still block that. Ah, but not that though.
Well, I don't know about that one. Somebody clip that one for research purposes. Yeah.
Look at that one later. That's gonna be something we have to discuss with Capcom.
Oh, the red's building up. One more hit, one more conversion from Destructive could possibly do it. The reversal to make it so safe.
Would have killed right there.
Oh no!
Activation to run in front of the face. One touch, one tap with the just a jab and a medium kick. Smell my feet. It's good to eat, says Destructive as he takes down Lizard Man. What a set though, Lizard Man. I'm sorry, Dez. Even though you may be the mayor of Texas right now, you ain't the mayor of my heart. That one, it's Lizard Man. It's Lizard Man definitely the mayor of my heart after that one. That was tight. Yo, shout out to Texas, baby.
Shout out to Texas. Shout out to Dez.
I don't know.
Yeah, shout out to Dez for running Texas's pockets in their office, but at the same time, Lizard Man got clipped today. That was a really, really tight play coming out from him. Destructive came out on top, obviously. Going to move forward into the Lizard semifinal to face the winner of this upcoming match. But man, Lizard Man with the insane awareness that he has to be able to fight that character, capitalize on those scramble situations. I don't know what happened when he V-shifted away from the V-Trigger 1 Tornado and the off the backboard, and he was still good. I don't understand how the interaction happened, but Lizard Man was able to readjust, keep that pressure, not overextend himself. But ended up losing the round for it. And
you see Dez for the chat?
Yeah, hold up.
Dez is he feeling hot, bro. He feeling. I get you, bro. That I ain't seen that one before. That's the Barnum and Bailey's. I ain't got a ticket for that one. Yeah. I don't have a ticket for that one, bro. That done came. That was unusual. Yo, Lizard Man, don't let anyone ever tell you that your game plan is whack, bro, because that is ridiculous.
Yeah. I think that combo alone, at the very least, like Lizard Man, you have earned a free pass for at least a week. I'll give you a week. Nobody gets to call Lizard Man a monkey, say that he's brainless and that he's just a goon, because that was some galaxy brain shit. That was next level, but only for a week. But
yeah, only
for a week. Send that to Capcom. It was tight, man. I'm from that one interaction. I already feeling unusual, and we're not even at the finale. So before we even get there to the finish line, I know y'all are feeling fine. I see 73 y'all watching this great Street Fighter 5 action, as you should be. But you also should be putting in the code, drumming some level up to the players. Let's use that up. If you got some scrap, throw it their way. Hell, Des, you don't ran the pockets of every fucking citizen in Texas. You might as well drop some money in this damn thing. You might be getting it back. Your college funds paid for. You have food for like 2 or 3 years. It's like you want a sweepstakes, brother. You might as well drop some money in that fucking Matcherino. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I appreciate that. Well, I just noticed my name has been changing every time we go back. And I don't like this. I want to talk to production. Who should I talk to about making sure that Street Fighter V never gets scuffed like this again? Well, Mike is scuffed. Florida's scuffed. It's been a day,
Mike was your own
but
fault.
You know what? No, it wasn't.
That was your fault.
I'm blaming my
You
parents.
picking up cans outside and putting them together, bro.
I'm blaming. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. It's Combo Breaker, baby. You just look alive. You gotta look alive on this one, okay? So you guys gotta look alive to deal with this microphone quality. You gotta look alive for these pop-up brackets. I'm so happy that people were able to clamor together at the last second, for the Memorial Day weekend. Right when we announced them, they're like, Betty Spaghetti, and then they joined the bracket, came in hot and ready with the competition, and it warms my heart. It warms my pockets because everybody's donating to the Matcherino. That feels nice. And despite the scuffed stuff here and there, it wouldn't be FGC without it. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? We're called Low Kick Esports, but you know what? Low Kick was taken. That's all I'll say.
I think I've seen it before, but you know what? At the same time, if you have a move that is in the in any fighting game, it'll be taken for any sort of content, any website. Hadouken.com probably taken. Tatsu.com. Tatsu, you know, the whole damn name of Tatsu, I ain't gonna say it.
Crouch
You know,
Fears
Air
got,
Fireball, any of that stuff. Yeah, exactly. Crouch Fears. Don't let me find out there's a you know, what is like a Raging Demon podcast or something. There's probably like something like that out there. Names are hard, bro. Names are hard. Brad Drake, I see you off on the St. Joys and the Odins in the chat. Let's go.
I'm just gonna be stand medium punch. There is a stand medium punch. I remember seeing a stand medium punch. There's nothing, man. You can't have shit out here. There's a stand medium punch. Whoops. Some low ultra bronze, you know, somewhere down there in the dregs, doing nothing with the name. Oh man, I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed. Did you see that Tweety MK actually got his handle? Like the guy who had before Tweety MK actually just handed it to him.
Mad.
And I'm just hoping and praying for your boy Brian F. One day, maybe one day, he'll get his name properly handed off to him. Maybe you'll get Saint
Forget
Cola.
Brian F. Nah, exactly. Thank you. Forget Brian F. What about me? There's a dude who's had that since 2014 and won't give it up. Doesn't even, you know, and I've heard the things like, if, you know, like maybe they want to keep it and whatever, they forgot their password, whatever. But man, oh man, well, I love to get rid of the underscore. I'm just saying, bro, hit me with that name. Let me have that beautiful interaction where I'm like, man, I'd love to have my Saint Cola. And they're just like, hey, I changed my name to Saint not here anymore. You can have it. So I'm not using Twitter anymore. Let me find out. I gotta find that dude. I gotta hit him up. I guess a movie. I gotta go around the world try to find the homie. Do you know this man? Do you know where I can find him? Have you seen him?
But have you seen what we got on screen right now? We've got Ramsey versus Z's Nuts. Now Ramsey, a player who has a decent amount of characters under his belt. I can't even quite confidently pin down which one he would want to use in the Akuma matchup. He's got the Honda, he's got the Geef, he's got the Gil, he's got the Sagat.
I would say probably Sagat would be a good choice. I think Sagat could do really well against Akuma. I also think that Honda, while he doesn't beat Akuma, can put enough of the mistakes on the menu to be like, if you mess up, you're gonna get got, right? It's like a 2-mistake kind of thing. Same with Geef, but in a different kind of way. Maybe not this kind of play, like especially in this patch where you don't have the EX SP to kind of save you in the clutch on throw on wake up situations. So you might as well, if you got a good enough Sagat, you can kind of deal with Z's Nuts. But Z's Nuts, no stranger to the danger, right? He definitely been fighting quite a few Sagat player shots to Kevin Malone Chili. I bet he's done played him and a bunch of other ones like Zaffarino and such. But it's gonna be the Honda. We're getting sweaty out here.
You know what? I agree with the Honda. I was going to say, you were on about the Sagat, and you were talking a lot of good points about the Sagat and the Geef. The Honda, the points that you made about Honda, if he's able to, kind of punish those bad mistakes and really, really make Z's Nuts hold down back. Oh my God, what am I talking about? Chat, I'm stoned. I bought the Combo Breaker Grinder. It's on its way, and I'm going to put it to good use because Z's Nuts was so ready with that parry for the headbutt, and I'm sure that is in Ramsey's mind right now.
Yeah, that's the other part of this matchup is, like, if you're not able to get going, like, it's kind of difficult. Fireball pressure has a way to anti-air consistently the butt slams to keep away from the butt stuff. So if you can do that, you can get the win. But all it takes is that one situational thing, like a knockdown, and you can get rolling and going. V-trigger on the deck for Ramsey. No bar at the bottom, not too much for Z's Nuts to worry about. And denying the activation. Do you see how Z's Nuts is staying away from the forward heavy kick? Deny the activation. That's smart stuff right there. But that's the inevitable, baby. V-trigger is inevitable.
Okay. V-trigger is on deck. Actually, just reversals away from that. Definitely not going to see an activation, but he has the life lead. But it is Akuma, and that life could go away at any moment. Okay, lets it rip, doesn't fully charges it, but actually gets the anti-air stuffed Z's Nuts with the Demon Flip dive kick to take first blood in this set.
Z's Nuts playing real great neutral. I actually would like to see Ramsey kind of go a little bit more wild, not mild, because I feel like those kind of moments where you kind of put the chaos on the deck would be better in terms of, scaring Z's nuts. At this point, you're playing a lame, patient game. Z's nuts is willing to do that. All your tools will work fine if you're Z's nuts. Like, he's coming through with headbutts. I blocked him. I thought the fireball bait right here. Big punch with the demon palm, putting him down to the ground and pushing him to the corner where he doesn't want to be found.
Z's Nuts also has a decent amount of meter built. It's a full stick of butter, and one more conversion, or rather one more hit, couldn't convert into super and actually end up going for the kill. There it is. Is it gonna? Like, I don't think that is.
It's gonna kill. It's gonna kill. Yeah. One
It's
hit
Honda.
or just like single. Okay, but here's the trick. Someone taught me this. Okay, if it's like a one hit or just literal like raw super, and their health bar is below the stun, it'll probably kill. There are exceptions, but it'll most likely kill. Buff boy he may be, he ain't got that much meat on his bones, and we're going back to character select screen. I wonder if it's time to pull out the one-eyed fighter. If it's time against
the king
against these nuts. You know what I'm saying? The one-eyed, we pull out the one-eyed against these nuts. I wonder if it's time.
Oh my God, so cool.
What? That's his name. But in the one-eyed fighter is Sagat. What are y'all talking about? You good? Bro, you good?
That was pretty good. That was
pretty good.
That was pretty good.
That was pretty good. All right, somebody call Dynamite. Since we got Sagat on screen, we got St. Cola with the memes, and we've probably got. I want to say that confidently that that's likely the character switch that he's going with. A little bit more tools to, get a lot more aggressive, or even keep Z's Nuts out. Still has that damage that he wants to do. God, I am 0 for 2 today. It is so bad.
Bro.
It's okay. Look,
bro.
man. Sometimes you gotta put on the show, right?
Many
Oh,
times.
no.
Many times.
Hold up,
Ramsey,
man.
you know what? I gotta test Ramsey for this one. This dude definitely was like, bro, I don't want to play Gil anymore. He's so weak. What do Gil players do? They go back to him. He's like an addiction. We gotta have an intervention. We need you to stop playing this character. You need to stop hurting yourself playing this character. He is not good. He gets moments where he gets to be good when there's trigger on the deck. It's a bar at the bottom to cook with, but it's not always so reliable.
One thing I'll say, and I'll give credit to Gil and Gil players all over the world. V-trigger activation combos are tight as hell. Retribution is sick. How did you not even go with the jump in there? He had the empty jump, landed with the button, and actually just gets a small conversion, puts out the wall, keeps Z's Nuts away. I was saying something. I was saying, oh yeah, Seraphic Wing's tight, and he has the coolest V-shift break animation in the game. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mostly agree. I mean, honestly, I think he's an awesome character. But look at how much work he did. Cool. He doesn't have the trigger, and now he's got not the best normals in the game, and not a way to come back. Gotta rely upon that 2-frame parry that everyone talks so much about. He's got the He's got two 2-frame parries, high and low. There you go. If you get those going, maybe be able to get a victory. Z's Nuts can tip the parry. He thinks this is free. Big jump in though, and the retribution on the deck. Up in the corner, 10 seconds. Can he stay lame? Z's Nuts, this is your game to win.
Oh man. Just putting those buttons out. Ramsey tried to get, he had to move. He had to inch forward and try to get something, but Z's Nuts just putting those things out. Ramsey not ready with those checks. And like you said, man, it's going to be a long road ahead for Ramsey if he's going to make this comeback. It's difficult. He's 3 rounds down. He's basically no meter, and it takes a lot for Gil to really get going due to how his normals don't allow for that to happen. He's got to get really expensive, and you can spend that meter, but if you're not landing those hits, it's rough, man. You'll just spend all of that for essentially what feels like nothing.
He did get a change in his retribution where he gets meter now for landing retribution combos, so he can be a better battery. But it's just the consistency is not there with the character. He is finding the hits to do it, but then again, the wake up with the buttons, that's what's for breakfast, and the punish is not there, my friend. You are not like that. But not a punish there. Maybe I wonder if that would even work. The dash up throw double time would be just fine. The Ramsey to stay away. I feel like. What is that, -5 or -6? I'm not sure what that is, but I don't know if that super is even fast enough to punish that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I don't know about that one.
I don't know. He checked it now, and it's probably not going to work. The parry getting stuffed, and that's a full bar EX available to Z's Nuts. Using one of those to create some plus frame situation with the air EX Fireball. Mistimes the air fireball on that situation. Now he's in the corner. And there it is, the flow 4 fireball activation. Retribution's going to be activating here. The Fierce putting down the trap. You can't press anything. Oh, he blocks properly. And he gets hit by the area fireball. Oh no, the activation from Z's Nuts. This is going to be really difficult for Ramsey to pass through.
Where it is?
Z's Nuts.
Where is it? Oh, the throw! Gonna do it. Z's Nuts takes it over Ramsey. I was hoping to see, to be honest, I'm sorry, Ramsey, you have to hold this, but I was hoping to see Z's Nuts build enough bar for like a demon somehow. I was like, man, show me something sick. But he is gonna be sick. Moving on in the bracket over Ramsey. I wish he would have. Maybe it's the guy's not practiced enough, and he's been playing a lot of time with Gil for God knows what reason. Again, Gil players just love hurting themselves. I don't know why. I'm not understanding. But back to the point of the super that he tried to punish on block, that standing heavy punch, I knew it was -5, but the startup for Gil is 5. So he was trying to find a punish with that. It would have been sick, would have been tight, but unfortunately, my man was just a millimeter away.
Could have been a spacing issue, could have been a timing issue. Maybe Seraphic Wingstar has to travel a little bit in order to catch it, but either way, it didn't end up working. He had the data. I want to say it was the right answer. It was just the micro conditions that ended up not working out for him. Shout out to production, because that's facts. I don't like Street Fighter 4. Cancel me now.
Wow.
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn.
That? Nah, son. Yo, chat, get at him for that.
I don't give a damn. Come at me, chat.
Honestly, I think it was a timing thing because they were right close to each other. Destructive. I think the spacing wouldn't matter too much. I'd have to test that in the lab.
That's
on
a good
paper,
time.
it seems to work, but if you're literally countering with another 5-frame startup thing, that's a tight punish right there, even in Street Fighter 5. But yo, people are getting mad at you, bro.
No, it's not. It's just Dan.
Twitter's next.
It's just Dan, because everybody else just silently agrees. They don't want to say anything. They're just silently agreeing because they know what it is. Okay, they know Street Fighter 5 is out, and they're just like, damn, this game was bust ass as hell on launch. But you know what? Season 5 coming around, really turning things pretty good. You know,
Except so, you're a piece of shit, dude.
I agree with you.
Dynamite.
But
nobody needs to. It's just facts. But anyway, I agree with what you're saying. I'm not saying I hate it. I just
he's definitely said on the record, and I quote, I hate Street Fighter 4, and I hate the fact that people talk about it all the time like it's a good game, because it's not.
It wasn't on the record.
Let's put that on Twitter. Let's make him the next Twitter, villain of the day. Let's see a bunch of content creators make content out of him with their little pog faces and stuff like that. Seth, congratulations. You've become the Tuesday blow-up on a Saturday.
During Combo Breaker.
Got him.
During Combo Breaker weekend, no other point that I would rather do it, you know what I'm saying? Because that way everybody's got their eyes on it, and I get maximum canceled. It's going to be an interesting bracket moving forward from now on, now that Ramsey's out of it. So it's going to be Destructive and Z's Nuts in the loser semifinal. We're about to see OG and Underscore up in winner's final right now, so we're going to switch that over to a 1-to-3 format. If production wants to switch that to 1-to-3, make sure that we get the full set. That's me talking to him. You guys don't pay attention to me. But don't tell. But yeah, Underscore Cammy going against OG Jan's Laura. I would want to say it's a matchup that works a little bit. I want to say it's even because of the ways that
I disagree. I disagree.
I want to say it.
Don't let it out. You'll get in trouble. You'll get in trouble, bro. I gotta stop you before you get in trouble, bro.
I gotta full commit.
Tell me your reason. Tell me your reason. I want to hear.
Okay, so in the ways that Laura is able to, like, it's obviously like V-trigger dependent, right? It's obviously like the pace of the game is going to play out in Cammy's favor as you would kind of expect. Underscore is obviously like a super aggressive player, but any air approaches that OG is able to properly respond to can get heavy elbowed. It can get heavy elbowed. He can get dash undered if he has the V trigger on deck with the V skill dashes. There's a lot of different ways that Laura can maneuver around because her movement is so crisp on the ground to just evade Cammy's pressure whatsoever. You know, I think that as long as she's able to stay away and shut out Underscore's offense and capitalize accordingly, it can look like an even matchup.
Yeah,
but that's pace. That's late game.
if she's able to do it. The problem is a lot of what Laura wants to do gets checked. Clap gets checked with a crouching medium kick into Oki into I get to run that. No reversal, you gotta hold that. You're right about the anti situation, but if Underscore can dive kick at the right areas and mix up his air approach, it's just gonna whiff and get hit. And this matchup is not gonna be fun. However, you are right though. When trigger is pop, it don't matter who you are. If you can run those pockets, it's gonna be quick things out here. But look how quick things it is already with Underscore with the throw after the spiral arrow, knowing to go in. His neutral better. His character can definitely dish out the damage. But here we go.
Nice. Here we go.
The party starts, right, Seth?
Yeah, activation on deck. Almost had the stun, but the EX bust out from Underscore there with the FCP, and that finds that raw activation from full screen. And now he's got to be careful trying to put anything out on screen, trying to just close that gap, not give him enough room to escape with. Baits out the spiral arrow with those dashes, knowing that Underscore was going to try and check them. Tail as old as time, and there it is. Blocks the low coming out from the Hooligan. Oh, just catches the tail end from the jump back too, but there's still some V-trigger, but doesn't matter. The back throw is going to seal the deal for Underscore in the first round.
One of the other problems like that you have to encounter is when the V-triggers pop, you got the invuln DP, right? To go through the fireball sequences. So if he knows what's fake, he can bust through and reset the neutral. This is why Laura's got to stay all in front of the face. The other tools, max range, ain't gonna come into play that much. EX coming through, and you can't do much. Hold the V skill. That is so ridiculous. You thought you could press on a negative situation? Get pressed.
Yeah. -4. Okay. This goes for the target combo. No follow-up. What? Another block string. Away. Well, yeah, one thing that Ojion is really good at, he's good at constantly moving. He doesn't hold down back for too long. He's constantly moving around. Checks the backdash with the EX elbow off the activation. Here we go. Sunset wheel. Baits the XDP, and that's a dead Cammy. Ideally, okay, there it is. The elbow, tying it up. Final round. Once activation happens, man, it gets real scary for Cammy for sure. That's not that's every character essentially, but Cammy with the life that she has, with the way that she wants to play, that's a close range character. That's a rushdown character, and Laura is exceptionally good at doing that in V-skill and shutting you out. Is going to punish the spiral arrow with the elbow here. Full meter available to Ojion as well, but that's a V-trigger available to Underscore.
Yeah, look at the chase on. Pops the V-trigger activation right there. Catches him going low. Not too bad. Didn't get too much damage. Back throw. Back to neutral. This is fine for Underscore. He's
and
back
you know
to neutral.
what?
He can check whatever she wants to do. Go ahead.
This is also fine for Ojion in situations like that. When he pops V-trigger, when Underscore pops V-trigger, I want to say that the first round he was doing it as well, or rather than the second round he was doing it, where he would just jump away from those spiral arrows. And if he caught the tail end of the jump back, it's very little damage. It puts them both up close against each other. And now Ojion has him in the corner. There it is, the counter hit confirmed to close it out, taking game one in this set. I'm telling you people, open your third eye.
No, don't say it.
Data.
You're gonna get this out.
Don't
This how commentators get in trouble.
Don't let
This how
the
commentators get in trouble.
Twitterverse and these commentators out here tell you that Cammy has no losing matchups. Everything is heavily in her favor. This rush down. When Laura pops V-trigger, what is she gonna do? It's really, really difficult for her to deal with that tool set, and we are seeing it right here. Not only because Ojion is just exceptional at this character, but man, it's getting rough, man. The way that Ojion is maneuvering around that offense at the very least.
It's rough because Underscore's making it rough, though. Some of these decisions are definitely Underscore's fault, though. Like, it's this. I think what's happening here is Underscore's getting mixed and oppressed because he's trying to press, and that is his fault. You know, we saw before, we saw a lot of interruptions with the air-to-airs and things like that. There's a lot of things that Cammy could do to get out of the pressure, and she's got a lot of ways to mix up her air approach, which Laura has to really guess upon, and if she guesses wrong, it's just pressure. Like, if you play your cards right, you do all right. But if you are too obvious and Ojion knows what you're doing, you're gonna get destroyed. It don't matter the matchup. That's just how
absolutely. Yeah, that's how he plays.
They clipped you capping? Bro, they clipped you capping?
Go ahead.
You are in trouble.
Go ahead. All right. I'm a Malore sipping. Oh my god, nice. Caught the V reversal with the thunderclap, but actually was ready to get away from it. That situation for that time actually just follows up with the V-trigger, or sorry, V-skill dash. But nice conversion from Underscore, keeping this pressure down. No V-meter available for him anymore, though. Jumps away from the hooligan. Nice. Again, maneuvering around that offense really well, but he doesn't necessarily have the life to take any more guessing situations. Follows up with the elbows, takes the throw. Smart move from him there. Just spends that V-meter to get that V reversal, and there it is, the stand medium kick, as you would expect, to close it out, tying this match up. Checking
That's better.
OG Yon.
That's
better.
better.
It's better.
That's
for
what
sure.
I want to see. It's more solidity in the game plan also as well, and just not, you know, going too wild. In the air approach, he's got to be doing that better. That one I said better. But
Nice.
when he gets going and changes up his arc, you see how difficult it is for Laura to deal with it unless she's got a read on him. Back to mid-screen. Don't be throwing out no damn claps. You know what will happen. One good EX. But speaking about EX, through the skies, no surprise, my man coming through. And side switch too. Underscore. We've not seen him be this patient. Who's playing? It definitely ain't him.
He's definitely got it. He's really just waiting for Ojion to overextend, to take bait in situations like that. Pressing once again on minus situations. There it is, just backing off, bringing it to the mid-screen. Doesn't want to take a chance for a side switch and actually put him in the corner where Laura could activate V-trigger and pop her game. Backdashing away from the thunderclap, making the activation a little bit more difficult, but there's the cat!
See? This is what I'm talking about. You do things like that, you just lose health. Luckily, you got the V reversal, but that means don't trigger for a second. These moments could have been bad if that would have been. I wonder if he could have got EXDP after that, and that would have been the finish.
Putting out the stand light kicks, trying to back away and be patient. Actually, caught with the overhead. This could be bad. V reversals away from the situation, returns back to neutral. Caught with the elbow. Oh, the V shift away from the overhead, but there's still some meter left. Holding down back, staying defensive.
But gets opened up on the other side.
Yeah, that was a
Damn.
really good empty hooligan once again to provoke a response, to make him guess, and there it is. Opened him up, tying up the set 1-1. Oh no, I'm sorry, this is a 1-3, so we do still have room. There's still a lot of room to breathe for both of these players. Underscore making the adjustments that he needs, just getting a little bit more patient, mixing up the ways that he wants to approach so that OG Yon can't quite easily shut him down.
Yeah, I
A little
feel
bit
like
more of a poke when it's a game too, I would want to say.
like the hooligans definitely have some recovery on them, but if there's so much mental stack coming through and you're about to die, like I get why you ain't reacting. The dive kick, this is why she's a pain point for a lot of people right here. This air approach, dive kick, back in the corner you go. The stun is right. He took all this damage, denies the deep or the dive dish.
The light sunset wheel.
Dive kick, bro. I'm getting hungry. That's why I said it. But Laura can make her money with the B trigger. She's got a bar at the bottom to cook with. Let me see what's on the menu. Knock him down with the command grab. EX connect. Reset from behind, and it's not dominoes. From the back door, and it ain't dominoes.
That was tight. Reset from the left side. He couldn't quite get the blocks down. Laura Booty Sweat taking it with the sweats. You know what it is, man. It's difficult, but yeah, once again, in this situation where this is a losing matchup for everybody, Cammy getting you in the corner, using those dive kicks, but there it is, the elbow to get that side switch, reversal side switch. They're dancing around each other. They're doing the tango. We're just seeing so much movement, so many side switch scenarios because nobody wants to get caught in that corner. It's a dangerous situation for both. Nice target combo into the corner, backdashing away.
Trying to find a way for the activation. I really like, I'm about to say, my man has to find a way to activate. Wins the command grab, that's a punish, and that puts another round on the board for underscore. One more after that, it's 2, and that momentum is starting to slip away. The reads are just not there for our mans right here. OG on, going strong. Round start is a lot better. That's why I want to see. Have a good round start and dictate the pace of the match because otherwise, Kama gets to going for free. Damn, quick blocking. I don't know why he don't do that.
What are you doing blocking, huh?
What are you doing? No, I meant like, why you stop blocking? Like, bro,
why
you
stop blocking
the whole damn time.
Yeah, it looked like he was blocking, and then I got hit. So I thought he just got hit by the whole thing. Okay, nice movement around, maneuvering around the EX dive kick. Has him in the corner, just put underscore himself into the corner, but the V reversal to get out. Again, elbow to side switch. He's just constantly chasing him down. He does not want underscore leaving. No conversion from the cross up. But still, that lightweight is very
EX in play. V shifts, but this is in the corner.
Nice
my man trying to
check.
get up. You ain't leaving for free. The recovery. You ain't leaving for free because there's recovery. I like the punish right there. OG Yon kissing the patch notes on the cheek right now. Kissing them on both cheeks, saying, mwah, mwah, thank you so much for making this character have some sort of issue if she tries to dive kick just brainlessly.
Brainlessly? Now, this is
I'm not saying that he was
talking
not
about.
kicking brainlessly, but just in general. But he was trying to escape the corner, and to be honest, you know, that's kind of whack to use that as an escape.
Yeah.
Got punished for that. Finally, a game on the board here in terms of our man's OG on. At least another one, I should say.
Okay. Ojian slowly fighting his way out of the corner with minor block strings here and there, and actually gets the throw, baits the EXDP, and that stun is going to rack up. Resets with the sunset wheel. That's possibly a dead Cammy. Yeah, that's dead for sure.
Yeah, she's dead.
Ojian at set point, poised to move forward into grand finals and send underscore down into the losers finals. Can they clutch it out, or can underscore make the adjustments that he need? Probably turn up the heat and get a little bit more calculating with his approach and shutting down the waves and the appropriately opening up Ojian.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, this might be difficult. It might be difficult for underscore. Starting to get red on a lot of stuff. And these better round starts have been in favor of Ojian, especially if he's just like, you know, mixing up underscore enough where he does a lot of damage on the deck. And then underscore has to make the return and play his way, but not today. Oh, nice answer. Nice check.
Oh, nice. The tick throw into the sunset wheel. That's a lot of meter for Ojian to build with as well. Almost at the V-trigger point for Cammy. That is super rough because the next hit possibly just could do a ton of damage, and blocking next thing. Okay, there it is. Just goes for the activation as soon as he gets it. Knows that he needs that resource as much as possible, but actually gets checked in the light from the air to air, and he couldn't quite spend that drill, but he got the drill that he needed to start this going. Oh,
the chase down using the hooligan. Oh, you gotta make your return over and see right here. But the EXDP, are you kidding me? I get it. You're caught up in the corner. You're feeling unusual. You feel like you need to get out. You feel like you need to find the exit sign. EXDP just fine. And that, with all that health, would have been the worst thing to do. Now, even the score and denying that set point. Yo, you see the pressure from this man's? It's about to be a stun situation. It's about to be a stun situation.
The block from Ojian. Amazing defense here. Checks his way out. Gets the side switch with the elbow. And no V-trigger. Or sorry, V-meter available for underscore to try and create that side switch situation. He actually just gets out with the X dive kick, but he is taking some more damage here. Blocks that overhead. And actually, nice with the punish. Activation saves one for when he needs it. Probably going to try and go for an air drill here to just create some more plus one situation. Back dashes away from the throw. Oh no!
The combo. That was unfortunate. I wonder what happened there. Like, he had that activation hit. I don't know why it dropped. Like,
it's
all right,
man.
That could have been game. That could have been money. Do it.
Could have been.
Finish your job. Neutral jump. Trying to find something. Oh, the EX connects. Side switch. Back brainless. No entire there. Throw. He's got super. All he needs to do is dash up and do it. That's what he wants. Just dash up and do it. Dash up and do it.
No. Oh my god! The patience from Ojian. Are you kidding me with him?
Finish it. Finish it. He wants it. He needs it. EX plus frames. He can spin the board just to lock him down. 23 seconds on the clock.
Okay, he's got to be careful. Nice throw. Tech. Oh my god, it's getting real close. The Daryl is available, and he just connects it with the stand light kick for the conversion. There it is. Underscore tying it up, staying alive in this set. Amazing patience. Just biding his time as much as possible, finding the right window to attack. The window of opportunity goes in with the drill, and Ojian was not prepared for it, ended up taking that hit. And the plus frame situation that he would have had, or rather, if he blocked the drill, it would not have been the situation that would have worked well for underscore. He should have just stayed resolute, just held down back as much as he could have, so that way he wasn't going to take that. But underscore tying it up and already working that momentum into the next match.
Fight out of the corner. Got to find a way out. Any way out that you can. And underscore can take the back way. He's fine with playing the mid-range game. That's perfectly fine. Doing stuff like this is the underscore that is feeling himself full screen with it. You know what I'm saying? Side switch, goes for the V-shift, try to get a little bit of punch. Nothing there, nobody home. But Ojian's taking so much damage in this neutral with the activation. Could make the return over receipt, but he definitely needs a bar to do so. Built one there.
Okay, let's use the EX Spiral Arrow to activate point, but one touch of baits the EXDP. All he had to do was blow him a kiss to kill him, but he does it with fashion and with the read. Lower booty sweat. Ojian once again at set point can underscore tie it up and put the pressure on. Nice cross up.
All right, throw. Command grab. There you go. This is what you want to have. That good round start. This is how you win. That cancel it from the medium kick. You'll be able to check that if you're underscore. Or know that there's something coming behind that and take a turn. It's negative. Right, get the jump medium kick. You see the fact that this character can switch up their air options makes him difficult to deal with.
Hold on, man. Let's dive. That was a solid reaction from Underscore to be able to capitalize on that air dart situation. But now he's on the back foot, has to backdash as much as possible, get the raw V-trigger activation, and once again, OG Yan is careful. He's trying to position himself so that way any drill would be super dangerous. Don't jump. Neither of them can jump. Oh my god, he jumped away from the drill and now he has to take that throw and he's in the corner. It's another drill and we are at final game, final round in the winners finals for both of these players. Who is going to move on into grands?
It could be either one. This is going right down the wire, as you just said. Goes for the EX. Power arrow to the corner, the Oki situation in favor of Underscore. And look at, again, he can play at his pace, but puts himself in the corner. EX. Plus frames, hold the throw, caught up in the corner, what's the wake up, the lot. He delayed rise and still press buttons? You delay rise and you still press buttons? You definitely choose violence every damn morning. Air to air, not there. EX goes low. Ah, man, I feel like Underscore might have this in the bag if he could just stay solid. This is his game to win.
It really does feel like it at this point. We can see OG Yan's offense really shaken. Nice throw from the empty hooligan, not letting him get away with it that time. And Underscore does not have
why he went for the forward heavy punch right there. That's dangerous.
Not quite sure. Yeah, it was, and there it is, the shimmy. Nice, the stand fierce, fade away to take it, sends OG on down into losers finals, making that comeback. Super sick play from Underscore, undeterred. Damn. Good stuff. Good stuff. Close set, really close set. Shutting me up a little bit about the data about that matchup, but I want to say that OG Yan playing really out of his mind with the way that he was able to navigate, but Underscore, the patience that he had to be able to catch him out and check him on dashes and really switch up the angles of approach. Underscore super aware of, fully understanding OG Yan's defense and how to crack it.
Yeah, I feel for my boy OG Yan, but he gonna have some time to play later on if he gets the run back. First, he's got to come up against the person that's the victor between these two matches. Z's Nuts, Crouch Fierce, people. This is top 4 of Low Kick Online times Look Alive. Street Fighter 5 style. Tweet, let the people know what's going on. I see some of y'all post up the clips in the chat, and I like that. All right, make sure you put on the Twitter's tag Low Kick, tell them what's good, baby. That's stuff I love to see. Now, Z's Nuts and Crouch Fierce. I feel like Crouch Fierce could go to Zeku if his Zeku's up to par, but it's probably gonna be the Yuri since he knows how to play that matchup.
Yeah, he definitely has the Zeku confidently under his belt. Probably going to stick with the Urian for this matchup specifically, I would want to say, just because of, he's got a little bit more threat with the mirror, I would want to say. But then again, you say that, but Zeku is able to put it out with the V-skill options, V-skill 2 specifically. You're able to put objects out on board from the skies and from the ground to just make sure that Z's Nuts has to hold down back. Z's Nuts has to sit still, and we could see either or. I want to say he's got a really good set of hands on both, and it's gonna be the Urian. Okay, so destructive on Urian, Z's Nuts on Akuma.
Really, I get it though. Like, I think, with V-Trigger 2 and Zeku just in general can deal with Akuma very well. It's going to be harder to deal with the air approach as Urian. You've got some ways, you got to be in the right place at the right time, if you know what I'm saying.
Right.
Let's see if the memory of how many times you've had to fight this character, especially who has been through other seasons, can come into play. Like that matchup experience that you've had will come into play here.
Solid counter conversion, just putting out the chops and making negotiations early in the set. Just backdashing away from that pressure, trying to stay at a solid distance. And there it is, the sweep activate. All reliable. Egg on
Sweep
screen.
Activation always on the deck. There's the throw. Air fireballs hard again, hard for this character to deal with at any approach. That's why my man's coming through in the sky with the ashy knees. Activation with the B trigger. There's the finesse and the bless. One more hit will put him to rest. One touch, mirror in front of the face, overhead. No, my God, he was able to smooth on through. Double time with the EX fireball. Sticks him twice to make it nice, baby.
2-tap. That was tight. Really, really good response from Z's Nuts. Playing it in the clutch, out of the corner. Man, it was really unfortunate for Crouch Fierce. Barely had not enough meter in order to be able to kill Z's Nuts in that situation. Z's Nuts was able to stage that comeback. But he's picking up where he left off, put him back in the corner, and Z's Nuts with the really well-spaced jump out, got the cross up into the corner combo. Now he has the pressure, and the throw mix-ups have begun.
He backs off. He knows what could happen at any point. One good EX tackle could come through. Z's Nuts is controlling this neutral. This is a big part of like standard high-level play. Just backing off to get some distance, and the break too to put him back against the wall, where you continue that game play where you run that corner pressure, where you hold him down, lock him down. No anti-air there though from Z's Nuts.
One thing that Crouch Fierce, or rather Destructive, has been doing. Oh man, he is dead. And you know what? It's probably because of how much respect he was giving Z's Nuts when he would pop mirror. Every time that a mirror would go on screen, he would back off just a little bit, see how Z's Nuts was going to respond, and not try to go for any sort of like crazy throw shenanigans or anything like that, and immediately activate the mix-up. He would wait. He would wait to see if he was going to like do an EX bust out or something, and that's probably what cost him. He wasn't able to build momentum and able to build that offense, and earlier on in the set, or rather early on in the rounds, he was able to do that. But Z's Nuts, obviously Akuma is one of those late game characters, and he probably didn't even need to activate V-Trigger in order to be able to clutch that one out, but he did. So hopefully Destructive makes the adjustments that he needs to in this match right here.
Yeah, let's see what he does here. I'm wanting to see a little more aggression from Destructive, and a lot of better early play, because like relying upon V-Trigger, and it's difficult. This is the problem when you're fighting Akuma. Air approach is hard to deal with. You know, the V skill too helps out, but if you can't get stock locked and ready to go, it's not going to help you deal with the fireball pressure. That's also been a pain point of Urian too. I know some of the Urian players kind of go back and forth on who wins this matchup, but I can see the fireball's already being a pain point if you can't get V skill to the Ignite Thunder, you know, load it up and have a clip ready. Look at Z's Nuts. Look at where he's spaced out. He knows to disallow any activation points, just waiting for that right time to strike. Those negative frames to whip punish.
Yeah, and once a brick of meter comes available for Destructive, he's probably going to look for that EX tackle as much as possible. He wants to activate right now. We can see that he's really jostling for an activation point, but puts the mirror underneath him, and there it is, just gets the hit that he needs. Doesn't have the meter once again to be able to close that out. Walks up, but then backs off and allows Z's Nuts to press the buttons, start his momentum shift. Puts a mirror out on screen, discourage the fireballs, but he just goes in, man. Jumps right over it. The egg out on screen, pushes through. The red fireball. Oh, the second one doesn't connect.
I'm surprised the second one didn't hit. Well, the second one didn't hit. Uh-oh, but Z's Nuts still has another ball, but whips the DP. He panicked, and the backdoor Batista bomb takes him down. Damn, he had that in his pocket. He also had an EX bar at the bottom to catch any walk forward and also keep him out and keep the seconds winding down. Z's Nuts has to keep that solid play with Destructive. Destroying the neutral, destroying that defense, destroying this man's confidence, saying, I'm not taking the people of Texas' money, I'm also gonna take your damn money too. Your health, your car, your keys, and your car. Everything. I'm taking everything. You don't throw your kids in it too. I'll take your damn kids too.
Destroying a man's entire livelihood as well as his life bar, closing that one out, 69 every time. Destructive, tying it up, 1-1. And man, it's a good adjustment for him to take in that got a little bit more aggressive, and then playing to that respect that he was doing. Like whenever he would try to get that knockdown situation when he has him in the corner, he doesn't try to go for a meaty, he backs off. And then finally, Z's Nuts took the bite, he bit back and he threw out a button, and then Destructive hitting him with the signature Crouch Fierce and bringing him down, man. It's looking rough. OG on coming into the lobby just to prepare for the next one.
He's already situated, but yeah, it's not time just yet. We're only 1-1, and Z's Nuts, I feel like I've watched them play quite a bit, because back he played, I think it was Shine on one of the streams, and he was like what do I need to do? It's like your offense isn't oppressive enough, right? Like you're not the people that he plays against, like when he played against Shine at least, they weren't afraid of his offense enough. And so maybe that's something he's been trying to work on. I feel like his control is really good, But when things are breaking down, at least in the last couple of rounds, it's hard for him to right that ship and stay out of that panic zone. That DP, maybe that was a fireball, or maybe it was just a kind of some sort of reaction, but it wasn't the right reaction regardless of what he had chosen. So it's one of those like if you can keep solid, it's you might be able to take this if you could stay away from Dez's crazy chaos play. However, easier said than done with the Kuma. That means like one or two mistakes and you're dead.
Yeah, especially in the later parts of the round, once V trigger is activated, one or two of those hits, and it could be a ton of different opportunities for him to land that hit and a ton of damage to come out with it. In the same way that Urian can pop that damage out with the V trigger activation, one hit into the mirror, with Kuma's low life bar, that could be a little bit more devastating. So later on in the game, both of them can rely on V trigger to dish out that damage, but Akuma just has those options. We're seeing him even without the V trigger, just putting on the hurt for him. The Demon Palm, the throw, the stun, making quick work of Destructive. Backing off into the character select was exactly what he needed.
And abiding by the way that he was playing before, when things were working out, he just has to make sure if things don't go his way, which they don't always, that's how fighting games are, they won't always go your way. You got to be able to find a way to stabilize. You got to be able to find a way to chill. Pull up in the corner, there's the crush. Crouch Fierce, landing the full combo, wake up EXDP, Z's Nuts betting it all, and it works out. Back to mid-screen, the whip punish. You see that he's able to whip punch most of these buttons. I wouldn't doubt that he's whip punches a crouch medium kick from Crouch Fierce. I wouldn't doubt it. Z's Nuts definitely been on it.
Yeah, Z's Nuts, 2 exceptionally good whip punishes just this round, and already has gone from corner to corner from those alone, but Destructive. Popping that reset into the mirror, having to hold that V-shift twice away to get away from that mirror mix-up, but that's still a full V-trigger bar away from Destructive. He's got mirror at least one more time. There it is, and there it is. Finding those straight hits to tie it up. Oh, we're tied up. Yeah, this is final game, final round for both of these.
All tied up.
Loser of this, goes home. Oh, EX drop.
In the corner interrupts the chop in the side switch with the EX slide throw as well. Demon Palm ends it with the EX fireball. Crouch Fierce, he also changes up his gameplay too. When things aren't going his way, he's also willing to go lame and find those hits to do it. Just like that, the 3-piece. Chop, nobody home. Lights were off. EX again, nobody home. And the tech from Crouch Fierce. That season, or this season I should say, EX tackle, actually really bad to just do in front of the face because you're just right in front of there. You can't threaten with the headbutt and the throw. And there you go. EX to the corner. Oh no, Z's Nuts. You might be able to take this real quick. All he needs is one good sequence. One good hit will do it.
And look at the way that Z's Nuts is positioning right now and how badly Destructive is trying to fight against it. Puts the mirror out on screen, knowing that Z's Nuts was going to jump over it and hit him with the tail end of the egg, but not at high enough of a damage conversion. Activation, text that throw. Definitely cannot take one more of those throws, but there it is, the tick throw. Had to take that one, and Z's Nuts takes the 2-1 victory over Destructive and moves forward into Losers Final.
I'm really curious. I'm really curious to see if he heard what I was talking about, because that was all offense and that was a lot more risk. That was the kind of offense that if you were to look at that before, like him now and then like before, especially when it started, like that offense was threatening. He was willing to go the distance, jump over the activation of the Aegis Reflector right there, the second mirror, and still going for the tick throw when there could have been an EXDP right behind Destructive. Like Destructive could have did it, right? That could have been it. But Z's Nut says, I'm the new mayor of Texas. Mustafa is saying, he says, listen, you may be the mayor, but I'm the governor.
There is a chain of command. You gotta go up. But can you go up this bracket high enough? Because you still got OG Yon to beat and underscore up at the top. Still a long road ahead for Z's Nuts to really try to take the title. To wear the don the Dimmadome hat. And what is the necktie that Texans wear? It's not a tie. It's like those 2 tassels.
A bow tie?
No.
Is it a bow tie?
It's like the cowboy thing where it's not even a tie. They wear it.
It's a bolo tie, Seth.
Bolo tie.
Bolo tie. Yeah, bolo tie. That's what it is. Damn, that's a tight ass name. All right, but yeah, he's trying to don the bolo tie, the hat, to finally secure his position as the governor of Texas. But he's still got to move up. Ojion coming fresh from the defeat of Underscore. So still probably a little hot and ready from that. How's he going to take that into the Akuma matchup? A lot of it plays pretty similarly, I would want to say, when it comes to being careful about the aerial approaches. Yeah, these two, we could see a little bit more of a back and forth swing here in this matchup. Or we could see...
Maybe. I mean, I think this is similar to how Cammy deals with Laura. Like it's similar to like you get touched, you die, right? If you're Akuma or Cammy, but like just like Cammy, the air approach is hard to deal with. The demon palm stuff deletes a lot of what Laura wants to do, and he could change the arc and make them whiff if they try to counter with something different, like the heavy bolt. Like if you try to do that, you whiff, and now you got to hit from behind. It ain't fine. So those things along the crouch kick and the fireballs too as well coming from Akuma could be deadly. But Ojion been fighting a million Akumas since even before they all got dropped. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people definitely dropped this character after he got nerfed. So he's definitely got the knowledge on deck.
Yeah, Z's Nuts definitely flexing his knowledge on this matchup, just positioning just outside anything that Ojion would be able to put out. Actually just caught by a stray crouch medium punch, so it backs off just a little bit. Not letting any more of that damage pull through, but V-Trigger is available for Ojion if he finds a good hit. Could be the momentum that he needs. These Nuts just staying back, pestering, throwing those fireballs. Now, probably understanding that...
the fireballs because... I was going to say, careful with the fireballs, because if you get an EX coming through in the clutch, that'll delete that with the one frame of armor on there. Ugh. You got to be careful with that. Yeah, that's why you also see these Nuts kind of throwing up butts. They also throwing the crouch kick and the DP ender. That's probably what now?
That's probably exactly what Z's Nuts was thinking when you were saying, yeah, the armor from the elbow could come out and make this a really, really dangerous situation. So he backed off, he waited, he didn't throw anything, probably recognizing that. But now he eats one of those EX elbows that we were saying, and now he's in the corner. He's shifting in the corner. Man is risking it for the biscuit right now. Tatsu, cross up, out of the corner, out of there.
I like that escape option right there. But gotta be careful. That can be chased down, but that's the thing about Akuma. Has a lot of options to rotate, and it's hard to lock any of those down. It's a back throw. I like that. Change the positions, changing places, changing spaces. But here's the EX. Down to the ground you go with the palm. Fireball right after as an ender. Z's Nuts knows how to just, like, if you're leaving or you're back walking, I'm going to eat some ray damage for that. Activation, though.
Put the buttons out there trying to check forward movement from Laura Booty Slapper. Oh, there it is, the chase down with the EX elbow. You don't jump, you don't move, you don't move. Grapplers make you not move, make you not have fun. It's an experience. Z's Nuts actually just got caught with the tail end. Damn, the raw thunderclap just out there, not even from a block string, just sending it. And slowly inching Z's Nuts into the corner. Z's Nuts still staying patiently. We're not seeing a lot of aggression from both of them. And at this point, it's...
Russian kick fireball. I really like the pokes that he's implementing right here. Uh-oh, here we go. V-shift, false VH fireball. I like these Nuts using V-shift like this. We saw Takamura during Rebel Kumite using a lot more V-shift than maybe any other Akuma player I've ever seen. False fireball again. Uh-oh, Seth, you there? Is he out? You bub up?
There's a very good chance that we lost Seth for a moment. Oh boy.
All right, I guess we got it. Z's Nuts on that lower booty sweat. Let's see what happens.
All right.
Knocks him down to the ground.
Yeah. Did I bub up?
You sure did.
Yeah,
I was here. I heard everything you guys were saying. I wasn't even talking when you were saying, like, except for you there. I was actually just silent. I was frozen and shot watching the match.
We have to check to see if you're there.
No, I was here. I was here. I was listening. I'm here with the chat, okay? I'm watching all of you guys. The time is running down, but I'm here to at least say that one of these has to move. All of the life is just about even. It's looking close. He backs off. Who's got it?
Oh, I think Z's Nuts.
Z's Nuts. Z's Nuts just barely takes it with the gray life that built on Ojion. Inching it out. I can't believe it. Okay, taking it 1-0 in the set to 3. I don't know if Ojion is going to let him get away with one of those again, but we're seeing a lot slower gameplay here from both of those. It's a lot more of a poke-oriented game coming out. OGN kind of banking on V-Trigger in order to start playing offense, but ZNuts is really good at keeping him out with these pokes, with these fireballs. He's just putting the buttons out there, throwing a lot of fireballs in the mid-range to just keep him away. And you made that mention of the V-Shift too. Anytime that OGN would get close and start to even think about putting on some pressure, V-Shifts away and goes right back to the neutral.
Good crush counter. And this is kind of how this match operates. You throw out the fireballs, and there's not much she can do. She's got to spin bar. And look at this calmness from ZNuts. Look at this patience. Crushing getting the fireball. Not super committal. Just throwing out the buttons when he needs to. And again, she's got to spin bar to get through. She's not going to be doing it for free. OG Yon's been eating a lot of these, like home country buffet. But ZNuts in play right here.
Okay,
that sounds no nasty right now. Home country buffet with the mold on it. With the mold on it?
Oh man, don't speak to me. Speak to me.
I ain't been there in a minute. There's a reason why. There's a
Yeah,
reason why. But anyways, ZNuts, he's been here before. He's closer and closer to that, you know, that great grandpa Smokey on Sands his way with the command grab, putting him down to the ground.
The dash up sunset wheel. When activation is there, you can't be afraid like that. You gotta start. Oh, ZNuts was pretty good at starting like to check those. He's very aware of those situations, but I think with the way that OG Yan has been starting to mix things up, just throwing the claps out there, he probably got a little bit shooketh, and now gave OG Yan a couple of bars to work with, a couple of V-Trigger bars.
You
but...
see how
Go ahead.
OG Yan doesn't want to press or throw too many buttons because they've been with punish or at least crush me and kick into a fireball, right? In that kind of position. And the knockdown pressure right here of the fireballs is just resetting the neutral, making it hard for OG Yan to approach. He's trying to be real economical about his button presses, and ZNuts is just taking advantage. This is his wheelhouse, and this is his confirm into a CA. I'll see you next round.
Gets the confirm into the super, cashes all of it out to be able to secure this, but now he's got nothing working with in this next round. But with how slow these games are operating, or how slow these rounds are operating, he might just build another set of 3 bars in this one, especially with all this damage that he's taken. OG Yan coming in hot, but pestering him off, checking him, making sure that those meaties are not there. He doesn't get...
You're not too afraid of like, those claps right in front of the face like that. You are afraid of an EX Connect right there.
Oh,
like that's
sure.
the party starter. And this goes to question marks. They don't got a time where it ends. When it's a lower player, this goes to question marks. There's a throw though. ZNuts says, I'm going home. I'm an old man. And get some sleep.
He's definitely gonna need it if OG Yan. OG Yan might just put him to sleep here. That is quite a life lead. And he's just close to activation. There it is! The Chabs into the EX elbow. Tying it up 1-1. Yeah, he's definitely not going out without a fight this time, man. He's not. He's definitely tried to close the distance a little bit more, utilizing the EX elbow, playing at a little bit more of a close range, and actually just walking ZNuts down, like doing a little bit more of a walk and block situation, not giving up space at all. We'll sometimes just see him stand still and just let ZNuts do the positioning for him so that way he can just move accordingly. But I'm glad to see that OG Yan is making that adjustment on the offense.
Yeah, sometimes it's better just to not do anything. Like, it's actually literally better to just not do anything, and to not overextend yourself or give them buttons to just whip punish and find your momentum. And plus, he's been using the EX bolt charge to go through the fireballs and start his offense. That's kind of been his money maker. If he can find a way to play like that and keep that momentum going, he might be able to take this over ZNuts.
Nice. Shifting away from any thunderclap pressure. Oh, actually good whip punish on the forward heavy punch. That lockdown pressure, it's a lot of chip building up, but caught with the tail end of the thunderclap into the activation. This is looking really dangerous for a forward throw, but backdashes away from the stand fierce, and nice whiff punish on that ZNuts. Responding in kind, taking that round.
ZNuts been coming with that neutral, dog. He definitely coming through with that neutral. I gotta give him some credit. I didn't, I've been watching his play, and he's been getting exponentially better. You can tell his neutral and his patience has gotten, in the face of danger, in the face of Laura V-Trigger activation, he has solidified his game plan.
It's fresh. Yeah, he's definitely looking really, really fresh right now. We are seeing his neutral flex to the maximum. But here it is. No neutral now. He's got that pressure on lock. EX Fireball tries to go for the dash up throw, but OG on ready and gets the tech just outside. Okay, nice. Now he has the V trigger to activate, and there it is, the EX Bolt Charge to pass through. Baits the EX
No!
DP. There's
You're dead. You're dead.
for sure.
You don't even need trigger to do it. You're dead. You don't even need to discuss it. He's definitely dead. This is the problem here. The moments where he wants to go a little more wild, not mild, they just give so much to OGN. Health differential aside, OGN's been really good about reading these situations. We've seen it in the other fights in this top 8 where he's been able to sniff things out and take the lead.
Yeah, OGN has been really, really good at smelling that weakness, inching his way and positioning himself just perfectly to be able to find those hits that he needs to start that offense, as we're seeing again. But Z's Nuts slowly walking him down to the corner, getting the crush counter that he needs. Really close to a V-trigger activation. For the throw, Stun's looking high, checks
Stun's
the
rising
demon
in the
flip
reset. And that's
Nice.
so smart because he reset the sequence to make sure the job is done with the CA, and that's another one. Z's Nuts, putting it all on the line. Putting it all on the line. Z's Nuts.
Super close now. Just as I was making mention of how OGN is able to position to be able to start going through offense, Z's Nuts put him on the offense, or put him on defense. He started walking forward, making him scared to press, actually just passing him down with those buttons, really just putting buttons out there, making OGN walk himself into the corner. And once he got there, that's where it began. Z's Nuts just activated even before the V trigger and started putting on that pressure, and then eventually got that stun. But now OGN, probably now that he's back in the mid screen, is able to, and back into a new round, able to do what he needs to do. Has him in the corner.
A lot more aggression. Yeah, a lot more aggression from his side. Definitely a lot more like, I need to get the party started ASAP. Don't let Zizak get comfortable. Don't let him get situated. Make him feel unusual. Make him feel lopsided. Here's the activation though. Crouch Fierce to Whitey home, backing away, and this is the way you want to play. If you're OG on, you got to come to him to get that win. Akuma does have a lot of tools, and it's easier to weather those tools when you're able to just dictate the pace of the match, but just like that, hard knockdown.
Yeah, good positioning for Z's Nuts to be able to catch that neutral jump with the DP. Definitely a little bit more commanding in the offense. Got OG on in the corner again. Double fireball just as the V trigger runs out. And can he build enough damage? One more touch should do it. Okay, one more touch, but he definitely does not want Z's Nuts or OG on to activate, but there it is. Oh, pass through. Yeah, nice jump in, or the demon flip in with the palm to hit him through the thunderclap. It's really tragic how that fireball works sometimes.
Jump. I mean, it was a good idea to get the jump in, but yeah, it's a bad fireball to position like that because he jump in and that was going to get the win regardless. So it was going to delete the health, and it didn't matter what happened afterwards. Good stuff from Z's Nuts, but he's about to take this over OG on this set point in his favor. There's the flavor though. Knockdown. Oki just backs away. Still OG on. Get the cartoon kick twice as nice, baby. Doubling down. Activation of the fireball, but the interruption on plus frames. OG on.
Catching Z's Nuts walking back, or just trying to inch his way away from OG on constantly with those low forwards, and he's throwing him out again, but didn't tech that throw. Maybe Z's Nuts has what he needs to be able to stop to mount an offense. The trigger is going away.
You want that one hit confirmed. You want that one hit confirmed, don't you? Or you got the demon on the deck. Back fierce fireball DP super. That'll do it. Z's Nuts confirmed for loser's side of Grand Finals. Low Kick Esports Times Look Alive pop-up exhibition.
Let's go Z's Nuts, positioning himself as he needed to be able to get the conversion he needed with the full meter to close it out over OGN and bring himself up to loser side of Grand Finals up against Underscore. And it's going to be quite a set from those two, meeting once again. The run back from the winners final. No, I'm sorry. This is that was OGN. That was right. That's OGN who was from the winners final. So they haven't fought each other quite yet. So it's going to be interesting to see how these two make this bout. Before we get into this bout, I just want to thank everybody in the chat for accompanying us here for the Low Kick Online Cross Look Alive collab event. This pop-up Street Fighter V day. I know it's been one hell of a day of events for everybody here. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for listening to our voices. We still have this grand final set to go. I'm not saying goodbye quite yet. I just want to get those early thanks out of there. And I hope you guys get your opportunity to get those early thanks to the players and to the Combo Breaker crew by dunking whatever you can into the Matcherino pot by hitting command !Matcherino in the chat and using that code for the free 50 cents and then whatever else you want, as well as going to the Combo Breaker shop. It's combobreaker.org/shop and dunking anything and everything that you have into anything and everything that they have. There's a lot of options. There's a lot of really good options, but we've got.
But we're here. It's time. It's time, baby. Low kick online times. Look alive. Grand finals _ in the winner's side and Z's nuts in the loser sides. He's got to come twice to make it nice. Got to come through twice to make it nice. Z's nuts. Let me know who you like. Yo, OG Young coming through with the raid. I love it. Now,
Love it.
People tweet out, let the people know what's good as we get into this finale of fights.
Z's nuts exploding and busting his way through the loser side of this bracket to come out to the grand final set against _ There's a lot more beating that he has to do in this final set because he's got to win 6 matches.
Oh my God, my man's unusual today.
Hey,
I was just talking about him coming through in the bracket.
Y'all are on some shit.
He's got to beat _ Supposed to be me. I do that. Those are my things to do. And _ just super ready with however Z's nuts wanted to leave. He had him with the air to air almost immediately with the jump fierce, locked him down in that corner for basically the entire round. And there it is, the hooligan out to do the same thing again. Dashing up to keep that pressure going.
Fireball like that. Yeah, Strange thing on fireball at that distance to allow him to kind of get the hooligan. And now you see the switch in position. This is where _ loves to play, where he runs his cami pressure all damn day. Activation off the 4 fierce, crouching kick in the fireball, back to mid screen, but this is fine for _ all this health to play, and he's got all this range, and he's like, I wish he'd throw a fireball, because I'm going to definitely dive kick you and get the jump in, no DP, no anti-air activation off the EX. _ one of the rare people that'll spin a bar at the bottom in terms of finding an activation on plus frames with that spiral arrow, just to get going.
Oh man, there it is, the V trigger, dive kick with the conversion to take it in the first, really quick first game, man. Z's nuts might be a little shaken. Just needs to readjust to how _ is just so oppressive in the offense. Locking him down in the corner super fast at the beginning of the rounds, and Z's nuts had to fight back. I mean, bouncing right off from a game where he had to play so much neutral, and in that mid-range, he's probably needs to take some time to readjust in this one. But he doesn't have much time. _ has got 1. In this first, he's only got win 3.
Z's nuts has also exhibited a lot of defensive tactics from this character. We've seen the V shift into break. We've also, from other times in other matches and other top 8s I've seen him, do V reversals too. So it's not like he definitely doesn't have the defense. He just has to find the right way. But I feel like this is a natural predator. _ loves to go in, goes with that wild, not mild. Z's nuts likes a nice stay at home, night in, likes to just read a book, goes to bed at 9, a quiet life. _ is not about that.
_ in the club, mashing, doesn't care if he's plus, doesn't care if he's minus. He's out here pressing buttons, having a good ass time.
Yeah,
okay, there it is.
Interruption. Ah, see, that could have been so much more, and all that means is the reverse, that you're dead.
Round 2.
Okay. _ taking another quick round. Doesn't have a lot of meter to play with. Z's nuts once again, just jostling back and forth. Actually caught on the walk forward with that Hail Mary spiral arrow. You want to say it was positioned well for them to not get punished, but you know that was, it's _ but you know what we're talking about.
But I mean, you can't throw fireballs a little bit better this season. Her EX spiral arrow does not go through fireballs as easily. You have to find the right range and right area space. More of a guess. Nice hooligan command grab. EX again. Z's nuts getting checked with that view reversal. Here's the activation though from Z's nuts. He can make the return over. See, just has to find the right way. Air to air in play.
That was really interesting how he had the air-to-air situation instead of going for the DP. Maybe it was a misinput, but he was still able to block on the right side when he got on the ground. But Underscore took opportunity and ran with it and took the round, took the game. 2-0 so far to Underscore. He is running. He was full sprint. He wants away from Z's nuts as much as possible. He wants to go home and be a family man. He's committed.
Back to the character select screen. Is he going to V trigger 2, V skill 2? It wouldn't help. It wouldn't help.
Wouldn't help.
It's more of a matter of a mental thing. It's not gonna help. It's not gonna help. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. V trigger 2, V skill 2 isn't some like quick answer to beating Cammy. It's all about the neutral play. Akuma has the options. Let's not get it twisted. He's the Home Depot of Street Fighter V. I've said this so many times. I'm gonna keep saying it again. Home Depot Street Fighter V. Fireballs on aisle 6, Tots on aisle 12. He's got it all, but you have to be able to put these things together. And if your style is more on the lame side of things and your offense isn't, aggressive enough, someone like Underscore is definitely going to run over you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's looking really rough for Z's nuts so far, but going to the character select is what did him a huge favor against Destructive in the losers final. So hopefully he's able to sit back, he's able to breathe, he's able to think about how this set went so far, but he's still got a long ways to go. He still has 6 matches to run through, 3 matches even if he just wants that reset, but still, man, it's gonna be a tough one from the way that Underscore is playing. And like you said, it's probably just the natural demon of the matchup. Cammy, despite the nerfs to EX dive kicks, despite the nerfs to EX spiral arrow, and the way that she can just navigate through Akuma's pressure tools, and the way that Z's nuts would want to play, Underscore is still kind of just ignoring them, I would want to say. Not necessarily ignoring them, because he's not even utilizing them, but we're seeing Z's nuts' awareness on it. Like he was checking some of those EX dive kicks that he would actually just stand block, knowing that it's a whoa.
Yo, the Karen pick? This is what he feels more comfortable with? The Karen pick? Now I do believe that I've seen this Karen maybe once. I don't remember what happened with it, if he won or lost the match. But I don't know if it's up to par to fight someone like Underscore. He wants to play and like more damaging when I land those hits is going to hurt kind of game. Does he have this on the deck? This is game point Underscore. Underscore's definitely played a lot of Karens in his day. He definitely played, the Rob TVs and stuff like that. So this might be a walk in the park. He's nuts. Show me something different.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna have to pull something different out there, and he's doing the standard Karen things he wants, putting those buttons out on screen, discouraging Underscore from putting anything else out. But nice crush counter from the Crouch Pierce. Let's
activation off the Crouch Pierce right there.
Z's nuts is gonna try and probably
to play with.
Yeah, he's got to find a way to activate and try to turn the tide now. Needs his position away from the spiral arrow. Nice full send from Underscore. Good defense from Z's nuts, but
can't believe
he
blocked that.
Yeah.
In the medium kick, Underscore on set point. Z's nuts has to win every damn round and then every match after that with this Karen pick. So even if this becomes one of his favorite, he still has to go the distance until the reset.
Yeah, and it's his first time busting out in this bracket. This Karen might be just, a little unseasoned, at least today, Okay, nice. Gets the punish with the low forward. Is able to get Underscore into the corner, but we know how Underscore is. He's going to find his way to activate, exactly. And then, there it is, the dive kick.
Puts him in the corner. He went for the back throw. Denies it. V-shift. But that's a full punish. One more hit will do it right here. What's the situation? The V skill as the most disrespectful way to end the night of low kick, online times, look alive, Street Fighter V. I cannot believe he V skill to this dude so out of his damn body. I heard the crush counter from here. My man had no fear. V skill 2, bro. V skill 2. He ain't even used the entire set, but he is set for the night with some great Street Fighter V action. Big props up to Z's Nuts to get the grand finals, but bigger props to Underscore for being the Cammy menace, the scammy Cammy that we all love and know. And if you're playing him, I guess it'd be hate. But
that we know
Good
at
stuff,
the very least. Yeah, great stuff. 2_ for taking this bracket. A 3-0 over Z's Nuts. And good stuff to Z's Nuts for fighting his way all the way through. You know, he was sitting in the loser's bracket for quite some time, and he fought some humongous heavy hitters. He beat OG he beat Destructive, and that's nothing to shirk and shake your head at. You know, Z's Nuts, hopefully you consistently come out to Low Kick Online. Keep coming out to Low Kick Online. Keep doing those brackets. I know that you're no stranger to tournament scene, but, you know, it's just nice to see you compete, and it's nice to see your face. And it was nice to see all of you today for the Low Kick Online X Look Alive collab event for Street Fighter V. I think that we have something else going on today. I know we have Killer Instinct going on another channel. Dom, can I get the confirmation?
Yeah, so we're going to be running Killer Instinct right now. I'm actually going to go down.
Ooh.
So that means that you guys are about to get an increase in stream quality because everybody's got a better computer than I do. So stand by for that.
Yeah, everybody, sit tight. We are going to be right back with some Killer Instinct. We're going to transfer over the computer, so the stream is going to go down, but we're going to be right here, and we have been having a blast so far. So, St. Cola, thank you so much for being on the mic with me and putting up with the quality. I know that it has been graining on everybody's ears and everybody. I'm sorry. I can't fix Florida as much as I tried. You know, it's just stuffed as hell out here, but you know what? I love all of you no matter what. Look, don't read the name on the screen either. Bad Game Fan? That's just absolutely not true because I love Street Fighter V.
Ask this man his opinions about some very popular games. But people, as my man said,
He said that Cyberpunk 2077 was a good functioning game.
It's going to be a wonderful night of events headed up for you as we've got Killer Instinct on top of this. It's going to be great. Sit tight here. I've been Seth.
Seth's a capping ass bitch. All right, I'll catch you guys later.
Yeah, peace out, everybody.